first time broadcasting from Google Hangouts, and they're going to be discontinuing this on August 1st. So I'm always late to the game, but that's my Capricorn energy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the YouTube chat, so I don't even know how this works with the Google Hangouts. Let me see if I can pull it up on my YouTube too. Is anybody there? Just 1 second. Let me see if I can see it, if it's streaming on YouTube. I'm a weekend girl, and I don't have time on the weekday. Okay, I see 12 people watching, but I can't see it on the Google. How do I see the YouTube chat? Does anybody know? Let me pull this up real quick. See if this works. Oh, there y'all go. Yeah, I'm not trying to show my face today though. Okay, good. I'll be able to see the chat. How y'all doing? Let me put that on mute. Okay. Do y'all hear like an echo? Oh shoot, y'all can hear the SOS band. I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike. Oh, but no, you probably heard me singing. I'm sorry, I'm tripping because I'm not used to this. I didn't feel like getting all dialed up. That's why I'm doing it via Google Hangouts. I should have been doing this, but they're gonna stop this on August 1st. Hey Lucky, hey Henry, hey SMA, hey Micah, hey Sandra, hey Siobhan, hey Gigi. We got Tanya in here. Hey, what's up? Hey Essie, how you doing? Hey Jam and Berries. Hey Diana. Who else we got? Okay, let's see. Hey C Davids. Hey Lysandra. I'm glad y'all are joining me today. So what are y'all up to? Hey Mellow Yellow, how you doing? Hey Dimitri. Oh, this room is filling up fast. Do y'all hear an echo? Because I'm on Google Hangouts and YouTube at the same time. So I hope y'all don't hear an echo, but I muted my YouTube. Hey Christina, how you doing? Hey Diana. Okay, so you heard, I always got to start off with some music. How's this Mercury retrograde treating y'all? It hasn't been too bad for me, actually. I'm trying to think. Something happened that deals with Mercury retrograde with me. I'm trying to remember what it was. Thanks, Siobhan. Yes, when you come in, please hit the like button because this is going to be a live. It's going to be live like it always is. So Mike can see you were going to do legal stuff. I have no idea why. You know how YouTube, they're always changing stuff up. And I'm like, of course, I'm always late to the game. So I could have been doing Google Hangouts. And I know I can invite people, can I? I don't even know how I do that, but I know they have that feature if I wanted to talk to somebody, like if somebody wanted to do a quick little, add their input or whatever. Go ahead, Demetria. So Dimitri said pressure and growing pains. Is that from Mercury retrograde? Velvet said it wasn't bad. An X popped up when it went into Cancer. Diane said, Cancer women is driving me crazy. I'm an Aquarius. Well, you know what? That's a hard match right there. Cancer and Aquarius. I found that quite a few Cancers and Aquarians don't really get along. That's because of that emotional thing. So, Siobhan, you got $300 stolen off your debit card? Oh, my God. Damn. I hope you got it back. I remember one time somebody hit up my PayPal account and they got me for like over $1,000. And thankfully PayPal credited it all back. But it was because I forget how they got me like that. But I'm not sure. Was it when I went out of town? I remember another time I was a victim of identity theft when I went out of town. I went to Detroit, go figure. And when I got back, it was like two of my credit cards were compromised. Hey Adrian, how you doing? Wait a minute. Let's see. Mike Casilla said I like Capricorn, just got to mold them. Yeah, they kind of can be kind of like a blank slate in terms of love, or a lump of clay, you could say. Mellow Yellow said Reagan and Nancy was an odd Aquarius Cancer. Who was the Aquarius? Was it Nancy Reagan? Because she was all into astrology. Well, both of them were. Hey, Mickey, how you doing? Hey, Fly Lily. Hey, happy birthday, Fly Lily. Matter of fact, shout out to all the Leos. Happy birthday to all the Leos. So Velvet said, wow, someone tried to get me for $35 off my PayPal. Damn, even $35, you don't want to be missing money like that. Hey, Ice Turner. Ice Turner said, if you have to mold him, he's not a man. I agree, Ice. I'm done with doing the molding. I'm not a sculptor, but I used to do some sculpting back in the day thinking I could sculpt myself a man. That never works. Why did they hide that? So Diana said, yes, my son is Cancer and I feel can't connect emotionally because he goes off on the littlest shit. Lucky said we should just skip Cancer season. Didn't I do a live stream for Cancer? Oh, bye, Henry. Have fun. How many? So we got 37 watching now, only 13 likes. Can y'all get the likes up, please? Now, one thing I wanted to start this live stream off with. Now, we're always talking about, our strengths. I mean, some of us, we talk about our weaknesses and stuff, but a lot of times we don't like to admit when we played a fool, or when we, disappoint ourselves, or when we even embarrass ourselves. So I want us all to come up with a time where we played the fool. And I'll tell you a couple of times where I played the fool. But so when was a time and what did you do where you played the fool? Or, and this does deal with Leo season, because Leo is the sign of naivete. So Leo can be very naive. So when was a time when you were very naive, you played the fool, you did something stupid? And I'll tell you about mine real quick. Okay. Well, let me close this out. Okay. Siobhan said this live stream will be all day asking Venus conjoined to Neptune. Okay, so the Jam and Berry said I tried to help a crackhead get off crack. Okay, yeah, that's kind of foolish because they're not going to get off crack unless they want to get off crack. Thank you, Lucky. Yeah, so if you have a question, and it really shouldn't be all extensive, it's something I could just pull a card on real quick, or just go off on your numerology and your sign or whatever, go ahead and put some money in that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Or if you just want to show love by donating to the cause, that's fine too. So Mickey said, I played myself with the Taurus and I still miss him now, mostly over choosing men. I played the fool with men all the time. Contemplating Keith said, I dealt with a married man who claimed he was separated. That's kind of common, where these men claim they're separated or they're divorced, but they're still married. Damie said, always with men because I always believe them, but they always turn out to be liars. Miss Yogi said, we need to skip Leo season. Why, Miss Yogi? Mickey said, I'm strong in other things, but turn into a simp when dealing with romantic relationships. Me too, Mickey. But no more. I'm done. I am so done. I'm tired. Mike Casilla said, fell for a Cancer and tried to give him everything, but knew his heart was with his baby mom. But I ignored the signs until visually I saw it with my own eyes, being naive and trying to be a good friend. I'm going to tell you one time where I played the fool for this Leo dude. Thank you, Mellow Yellow. So I was seeing, okay, so this started back, this was like when did this happen? 2010? Trying to think. It don't matter. Anyway, there was this dude from high school that I used to know, and he contacted me on Facebook. And back when I knew him in high school, he was a cool dude and everything. I didn't think that, there was nothing wrong with him. So he basically was like, "Oh, I always had a crush on you." He was like 1 grade younger than me. And we started, hitting it off, and we started dating. But it was a long distance situation. I got Venus in the ninth house, so I'm always getting into these long distance. I'm not even going to call it a relationship because it didn't even last long. But where I played the fool was, he was supposed to come see me, and he claimed that something happened with his money or whatever, and he asked me to wire him like $200. So me and my dumb ass, I wired him $200, and what happened. This motherfucker didn't show up. So he got me for $200. Somebody I knew from high school, Leo. So he was a Leo sun. Wait a minute. He was a Leo sun, Leo rising. Wait a minute. Was he an Aries rising? Okay, yeah, he was a Leo sun, Aries rising. And his Venus was in Cancer. And that's when I was like, yo, I got a problem. I was like, I felt, you want to talk about feeling stupid? So Diana said, me and this girl was seeing the same guy. And when we stopped seeing him, we became friends and started hanging out, and found out later that she was still seeing him. Wow. Renee said, me and my sister can't get along at all. I'm a Cap and she's a Leo, and I feel she's so jealous, but smile on my face. Leos can be very jealous, especially when they don't have no shit going on with their lives. Like if they're not accomplishing nothing, if they're not, on center stage, if they're not getting any shine, they could be very jealous. But a lot of times it'll be a quiet jealousy. It won't be that blatant jealousy like Scorpio has. Demetria said, I fell in love with a Leo. He threw me away like trash. Sarah said, this Pisces man, 228, played me. Damn, you got played by a Pisces? It's like, let me stop. Wait, I think you retracted your statement. Sandra said, all the Leo women I know have breast implants and multiple marriages. Stop, Sandra. Hey, Dana, all the Leos got breast implants, multiple marriages and divorces. They got coins though. All the all the Leo women I know like to fight. Well, Leos can be very tough. That's one thing about Leo women. They can look very feminine, but they have a real tough edge to them. Because Leo is that masculine sign. It's one of the most masculine signs of the zodiac. So with Leo women, yeah, a lot of times that masculine energy shines through, and it can mess them up in the men department. Because a lot of Leo women, they want alpha males, but they're alpha themselves, a lot of them, so that's not going to work. Diana said Aries will put it on you and put shit all in your face and leave you asking, why am I accepting this shit? One thing about Aries men, when they are done with you, or maybe not even done with you, when they're not fucking around with you for whatever reason, they could be so ugly and rude. Dana said, I'm not able to sustain a relationship with a Leo man, but they're attracted to me. So Dana, before you came in, we were talking about how you played the fool in the past. Like, what have you done that was just absolutely stupid? So Mellow Yellow said, can I pull a card to see if my Taurus will give me money? Hey, I like that question. I'm going to tell y'all another time I played the fool, and I'm almost embarrassed to talk about. More embarrassed than giving that dude $200. I think that dude was a crackhead or an alcoholic. Matter of fact, I remember telling my mom about him, and I told her, and y'all tell me if y'all ever heard this. I told my mom, because he was painting houses at the time that we reconnected. So I was telling my mom about him, and when I said that he painted houses, my mom was like, well, he might be an alcoholic, because a lot of alcoholics paint houses. And I was like, my mom's an Aquarius. I was like, where did she get this from? But have y'all ever heard of that? Like, alcoholics are attracted to paint, and like they'll paint house. I don't know if it's the fumes or what, but I was like, where did she get that from? But anyway, okay, so Mellow Yo, you want to know if your Taurus will give me money. Now I want to know how much money you want though. But we're gonna just see in general. Fly High Favor said a lot of Leo women be prostituting. Ooh, The Jam and Berry said crackheads can be very smart when it comes to getting money. I got played by a Virgo one. Yeah, I never heard of that either, SMA. Oh, okay, so you got the Two of Cups, Mellow Yellow. Now, that's not a money card, but that is a card of sharing. That's a card of giving. Now, it looks like you're going to have to step more up to the plate, paint. I said plane. You're gonna have to step more up to the plate in order to get that money out of him. So you're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be a give and take type thing. I don't see him just giving you money just off the bat. So you're gonna have to coax it out of him. Yes, Taurus can be very tight with money, contemplating key, and usually they need a purpose behind giving you money. So you might have to like pull it out of him, like, baby. And again, Mellow Yellow, how much money are you trying to get out of him? Are you trying to get like a allowance every month? Or are you just trying to get your nails done? Are you trying to get a car? Like, what type of money are you trying to get? Let's see what else y'all are saying. Demetria said, why are some Leo men so stubborn? It's because they have that fixed energy. And they really like to stick to what they know, because Leo can easily get their feelings hurt. They could easily, their ego could easily be bruised. So they will like to stick to what they know. They could be set in their ways in that respect. Hey, Sarah. Sarah's a Leo, 812. And you're the one who said that the Pisces played you. He must have had some Aries energy. But then again, Pisces can be, some of them are not all like milk toast. C. David said, being around for a Pisces woman and she was screwing my family member the whole time. God damn. Sandra said, yes, girl. The 4 Leo women I know have breast implants. That's that Leo vanity. Bitch Goddess said Aries man. Ew. Mickey said, okay, I'm thinking of dating an Aries. Just know that when they're not happy with you, they could get really rude. Fly High Favorite said a lot of Leo women be Oh, I already read that. Let me see. Esperanza said, painting houses and shoveling snow. Diana said, just finished having sex with this Aries. Why he allowed another woman to come over and ask me to leave? I told you, if they ain't really feeling you like that, they could be really rude. They could be straight up assholes. Wild and Regal said, got left by a borderline narcissist Capricorn, which left me vulnerable. Resulted in me going on Plenty of Fish and going out with a 400-pound fake ass Gerald Levert. God damn, 400 pounds? I don't even think Gerald was that big. She said 400-pound fake ass Gerald Levert. He was a con artist and scammed me out of 200. So you got scammed by a man too? Shit, these men. My baby mama, Leo, my brother are best friends. So let me tell you another time I played the fool. And whoever just came in, we're talking about times where we played the fool, where we did something really stupid, where we maybe we were very naive. So another time, this is when I was living in Philly. You know that game on the street, 3-card Monte? That's what I'm embarrassed about. I actually fell for that shit. So I lost $20. It was only $20. But y'all, most people know that shit's a scam. But I fell for it because, they have the person right there it seems like the person is just a regular person playing the 3-card Monte, and then you see them win. And then next thing you know, you're like, okay, I could win the same thing. But you don't realize that the person that won right before you is working with the scam artist. So yeah, I got scammed out of $20 playing 3-card Monte before. Anybody ever get scammed playing 3-card Monte on the street? Thanks, Siobhan. Gypsy said, hey, I don't play with my money. It did hurt because I hate to lose money, but I don't know why I did something. It was, I guess, because I remember it was like a bunch of people around and stuff, and I guess I got caught up in the fever. And I do like to gamble a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I really am not into gambling at casinos because it's really set up for you to lose. Crow Peter King said, I mean, she fucked my brother and my best friend. I'm sorry. Damn. What was her sign? Was she a Leo, you said? Hey, Robin, how you doing? Diana said, I think this Capricorn man trying to make me his sugar mama. Nah. Mm-mm. The only time I paid was a guy to fuck me, and he was a gigolo. He was like a gigolo, but his sex wasn't that good, so I felt scammed. Damn, you had to pay a dude? You had to pay a dude for some nookie? I've never went that far. But I guess me giving that dude $200 for him to come out here was kind of like paying for it, wasn't it? Damn. All right. Hey, Marshall, thank you so much for the super chat. So Marshall said, can you pull a card relationship? Seeing what his feelings is for me. 12, wait a minute, is your birthday 12 for, so whose birthday is who? So you say you started to fall for him. I made a mess out of this situation. Okay, so what is his feelings for you? Hey, Zuina, how you doing? Hey, you're back, Henry. Okay, let's see. So I got the 7 of Cups, which means that he's not exactly sure how to take you. So you might be sending him some mixed signals. And you did say you made a mess out of the situation. And that 7 of Cups is a messy card. So he's not really sure, where you're going with this. He's not really sure how to, deal with you at this point. And he just considers you to be an option that can, be discarded. So he's not firmly attached to you at all. So if you're trying to still have this man in your life, you got some work to do. Yes, Henry is dealing with illusion, temptation, where somebody could be very indecisive about you. They're not sure how to take you. So you're working on it, Mellow Yellow. All right, get those coins. But you got to go about it a very delicate way dealing with Taurus, because Taurus, they're not really the type that you can really get over on. They're pretty sharp when it comes to money and stuff. Mickey said, I feel like I was a pimp in a former life because I wanted to set up luxury dates for professional women. Hey, you could be doing that now. Go ahead, pimp on, play a pimp on. Yeah, that's 7 of Cups. Whenever you see the 7 of Cups come up, like if you're asking about, you know, how a man feels about you, that 7 of Cups is not really a good card. He could just be looking at you as a jump off, as something to like, as a means to fulfill a fantasy, even. But a lot of times it just means that, he might just see you as an option, one of many, or one of a few. So that basically this is a live stream for Leo season, but we're going to be talking about, a number of things. Another thing I wanted to discuss, and this does deal with Leo. Matter of fact, here's my website if anybody would like a reading. But here's another thing I wanted to discuss, and it does deal with Leo. Let's discuss the word love. The reason why I want to discuss this is because I think that we give that word love too much weight. I think we take that word love too seriously. Not when we're dealing with friends, not when we're dealing with objects, but when we're dealing in that romantic type of love, when we're dealing with like that, love that involves sex or, relationship, commitment, all that type of stuff. It's like some people are afraid to say it. Like that's that 4-letter word that a lot of people are just afraid of. But you know why I think it is? I think it's because love typically for a lot of people comes with these high expectations. Do y'all feel me on this? How for a lot of people, when you hear that word love, it means Jada said love, what a trap, right? It kind of is. But it all depends on what your perspective of love is. But I think a lot of us have been conditioned to believe that once you hear that word love or that phrase, I love you, it basically means, okay, well, now you got to do everything that I want you to do because now you love me. So, now you're going to have to do this, that, this, that. Now you're going to be held to a higher standard because you told me that you love me. Kashif, I love Kashif. Yes, love changes. Love changes. That's what love puts us through. Siobhan, why are you going to get me started with the music? That was my shit. Walk around starry eyed. Yes, Sandra, love is fleeting. And again, I think we attach too many high expectations upon that love. And that's why that word love becomes so scary. Because it's like once you hit that love point is like, okay, now the game has changed. Now we got to start acting different towards each other. Why? But have you, and men are really like this when it comes to love, when it comes to expressing love, when it comes to even saying I love you. Men act like, once they say I love you, basically that's the final nail in the coffin. But I guess that can also be the way we as women, or if it's a gay man, the counterpart or his partner, we automatically will have these expectations like, okay, he said he loves me. That means that, now he's going to have to be faithful and all this type of stuff. But have you noticed how quickly men can say they love you to a male friend? They be like, I love you, man. I love you, man. But let them be dating a woman. It would be so hard sometimes pulling that out their mouth. So I think we need to just chill on that word love, because I mean, I feel like I've loved quite a few people throughout my life. And I feel like, yes, you can stop loving someone. So just because yes, that whole bromance, I love you, man. I love you, man. That's how it be. But I feel like we need to chill on that word love and stop making it so damn serious, because it's like you could love a number of things, you could love a number of people, and I believe that love is not eternal either. Some people will put that whole stamp on love, like love is eternal. So once you say you love somebody, you always going to have to love them. And I'm like, you could stop loving somebody. You could fall out of love with somebody. You can basically turn your love off, or basically, harden your heart. Jerry said, was love real if it stops? But that's what I mean. It all depends on the perspective, your perspective of that word love. Henry said the divine love is eternal, though. Edwina said, is love real? Romantic love, that is. I believe that only love that matters is the love between parent and child. Well, I believe that and then, the Greeks, let me try to pull this up. The different types of love, because this is interesting, because the Greeks, they I believe it was the Greeks, they had the different types of love. Like they have agape, they have eros. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to read this real quick. Okay, here are the 8 types of love according to the ancient Greeks. Get out of here. All right. Does anybody know about this? The 8 different types of love? Zawina said, to me, I want loyalty over love. I like that, Zawina, because that's what I mean about, yes, there's agape, filial. So, yes, that's what I mean. Like, some people think because you say love, that automatically means you're supposed to be loyal. And loyalty and love are 2 different things. Okay, so here are the different types of love. Number 1, agape. Agape, I'm going to type this as I go. So, agape. Agape is known as unconditional love. I remember my aunt put me on to that. I was like, because she's very much in the church, so I remember she was talking about agape. And I was like, what's that? And she was like, that's when she explained it to me. So first we have agape love. This is an altruistic, selfish, unconditional love. So this is like the type of love I guess you would have for your children. The Greeks thought it was quite radical, perhaps because so few people seem capable of feeling it long term. I'm gonna repeat that. The Greeks thought it was quite radical, perhaps because so few people seem capable of feeling it long term. Some people would describe agape as the type of spiritual love. For instance, Christians believe that Jesus exhibited this kind of love for all humans. He was selfless and sacrificed himself so that others could be rid of their sins. He suffered for the happiness of others. All right. So that's agape. The next one is eros. So let me read about Eros real quick. So Eros is romantic love. Eros is named after the Greek god of love and fertility. Therefore, it is usually associated with romantic, passion, and physical love. But did y'all also know that the Greeks consider Eros to be a form of homosexual love? But let me read on. Now, the Greeks were actually quite fearful of this love, strangely enough. They thought that because human beings have an instinctual impulse to procreate, that this love was so powerful and it would result in a loss of control. That's true. Although the Greeks thought of this kind of love was dangerous, it is still the kind of love that is associated with passionate sexual love. Even in the modern days, some people believe that this kind of love burns hot and bright and it burns it fast. Okay, so that Eros is very much, um, I feel like it's a combination of Leo type of love and also Scorpio type of love. Both of them deal with sex and that whole passion and getting consumed with someone. That whole Eros, you could become, you know how when you fall in love with someone, a lot of times, you're consumed with that love. It's like all consuming. And you think about that person so much. Hey, Connect, Inspire. It's like you're consumed with that whole love. So the next type of love we have, according to the Greeks, is philia love. And that is known as let me see, that is known as affectionate love. So philia. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so filial love, that's affectionate love. The Greeks defined this kind of love as affectionate love. In other words, it's the kind of love that you feel for your friends. Okay. Ironically, the ancient Greeks thought of this kind of love was better than eros because it represented love between people who considered themselves equal. So that's that whole bromance or love between friends. I love you, man. I love you, man. That type of thing. And that's what I mean. Like when it comes to friendships between two men, they find it very easy to say I love you, man. Whereas when it comes to that eros type of love, they find it harder to, voice that. All right, the next one is philautia. What a word, philautia. So number 4 is philautia. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So philautia is self-love. Philautia is self-love. In our modern day society, most people associate self-love with being narcissistic, selfish, or stuck on themselves. So the next time you meet a narcissistic, just call them a philautic or a philautean. However, this is not what the ancient Greeks meant by self-love. Okay, my bad. I got ahead of myself. Now, self-love is not negative or unhealthy in any way. Okay, well, I guess I'm a Philautean. In fact, it's necessary to be able to give and receive love from other people. We cannot give to others what we don't have, and if we don't love ourselves, how can we truly love others? This is a good message for Leo rising, because with Leo rising, you need to love yourself before you love anybody else. All right, let me see. Another way to look at self love is by thinking about it as self compassion. Just as you might show affection and love to another person, you must also show that same affection and love to yourself. So, yes, Philautia is very much for Leo rising. Okay, let me see. Cancer rising too. The next one is Storge. I guess I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. 5 is Storge or Storge. So, you got Leo rising, Henry? So 5 is Storge. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So storage is familiar love. Storage can be defined as familiar love, although that's a strange term. Let me explain what it really means. This type of love looks and feels a lot like philia, affectionate love felt between friends. However, this love is more like the parent-child love. Okay. Just like philia, there is not physical or sexual attraction, but there is a strong bond, kinship, and familiarity between people. Okay, that's how I feel for y'all. So the storge is the familiar love. So when I say I love y'all, and when some of y'all say I love you, that's what we're talking. That's the type of love we're at. That storage. Is it storage or storge? Strong J. Strong J. Okay. Sachet Shantae. Like storage is a storage. All right, next one. Pragma. So number 6 is pragma. Sounds like pragmatic. Okay, so pragma is enduring love. The ancient Greeks defined pragma as enduring love. In other words, it's almost the opposite of eros. Eros tends to burn out quickly because of its passion and intensity. So just to reiterate that eros, that's where we really need to be careful about. being in that type of love, eros. However, pragma is a love that has matured and developed over a long period of time. The kind of old married couples who have been together since their teenage years and still hold hands. Well, that's a great example of pragma. Oh, unfortunately, this kind of love is somewhat rare to find, especially in society today. These days, people seem to think that the grass is greener on the other side, and therefore they don't have the patience or desire to watch love grow over time. This type of love doesn't require a lot of effort in a relationship. Both people are good at making compromises, and each of them puts in equal efforts to make the other person happy. That is a rare type of love because most people are selfish nowadays. So the second one is ludus. Ludus is playful love. However, a better way to describe it is feeling of infatuation in the early days of romance. If you've been in love before, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've experienced ludus quite a bit. And I love that high that it gives, but then, you can easily turn into a fool. Now, it's the butterflies in your stomach, the giddiness you feel when you see your love walk through the door, and the feeling of never wanting to be without them. Studies show that when people are experiencing this type of love, their brain is acting much like it does if it was on cocaine. In other words, your brain is lit up, active, just like someone who is literally high on a drug. It makes you feel alive and excited about life. So you can look at that as you might feel that way about a celebrity crush too. So when you see them pop up on TV or on YouTube or something, you might be all like, that's how I still feel about the RZA, y'all. Like, I will never get over him in that respect. Like, every time I see him or see his name or whatever like that, I'll be like, it never leaves me. Okay. And then the last one is mania. That's obsessive love. Mm, that's that stalker type shit. So let me just read about mania. So mania is not necessarily a good type of love because it is obsessive. This is the type of love that'll get you killed or cause you to kill someone. It's the type of love that can lead someone into madness, jealousy, or even anger. A lot of Leos have this problem with love. That is because the balance between Eros and Ludus is terribly off. Many people who experience this type of love suffer from low self esteem. They fear losing the object of their love, and this fear compels them to say or do some crazy things in order to keep them. If not kept under control, mania can be very destructive in some cases. That sounds like some dark sided Leo shit. But also, maybe even some dark sided Cancer shit too. All right, let's see what y'all are all saying about these types of love. Wait a minute, who said I only use that word in bed? Siobhan. Of course. Okay. So Henry said the divine love is eternal, though. Let me see. Crow says time real if a clock stopped. No, I don't feel like time. Time is an illusion. Mickey said I damn near lost friends over saying I can't stop loving a person. Robin said such a Venus and Libra shit to say. But yeah, I believe that each Venus sign has a different appreciation of the word love. Yeah. All right. Diana said my ex-husband bought a new bitch with him to pick up his son, and my sister told me, and I went the fuck off. Stuck. Candy bars down gas tank. Yo, pour paint all over car. What's your sign again, Diana? God damn, you're ruthless. Millionaire said filial love. Gypsy says self-love is key, as cliche as that sounds. Agape, Eros, what's y'all love language? So Zuina said, "Yup, they are." The Jam Berries, me too. Loyalty over love. Janelle said, "Respect over love." Yes, just because you love somebody does not mean you're going to automatically respect them. Marshall said, "I'm a Sagittarius and his the Pisces." Okay. And I'm trying to think, what did I tell you? Oh yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense. Him being a Pisces with that 7 of Cups. Oh God, that makes sense. Mellow Yellow said, "Love language, Gibbs." Crow said, "If you're loyal, that's the true love." Henry said, "Loyalty and love are different things." What's that sound like? What an Aquarius? Yes, Aquarius would say that. Diana said, "And we were still married but separated, but still don't bring your horse to my home." I do agree with that, Diana. Like, that could have easily been, he could have easily avoided that. Cherry Love said, "I thought those types of love when I used to go to church." I taught those types of love when I used to go to church. Mickey said Philia is one I think too. Angela said, is it my phone or she is not? Yeah, I'm not on the screen today because I didn't feel like getting all dialed up, putting makeup on, doing my hair. I got Saturn and Leo ruling my chart, so I can be quite vain. I'm not some of those people that could just get on with no makeup on and just be looking any old type of way. I can't do it. My nails aren't even painted. All right. Connect said, hey. All right. Marshall said, active service and touch for me. Mellow Yellow said, yes, parent and child. That was the best love I ever knew. But that love can hurt, man. Because sometimes you could love too hard when it comes to your children. The Jam and Barry said, oh God, just put Leo and Scorpio in the same sentence. My boyfriend is a Leo sun and Scorpio rising. He's crazy as shit. Mellow Yellow said, I like this agape. Yes, unconditionally, no matter what. Henry said, I'm trying to be more of a Flautian. Yeah, I like that whole Flautian thing. That's the one with the self-love, isn't it? Mickey said, go mama RuPaul. Hey. Sashay, Shantae, Sashay. Or what she say? Shantae. Sandra said, if I'm immensely attracted to a guy, I need to run the other way fast. Narc alert. Diana said, well, what about love where men and women are really good friends but secretly feel deep? That's that combination. What were they talking about? Let me see. Is it the Ludus? I think that's a combination of Ludus and Eros, but you're not really expressing the Eros side. Ludus sound like some type of disease that you catch. And love can be like that. That whole romantic love is like a disease that you catch, and then you can get rid of it when you come to your senses. But I really don't have a high level of respect for myself when I'm all in love, especially that Eros type love, because I know where it's headed. Adrian said my favorite song is Love by Music Soul Child. Love, for better, for worse. I don't know the words. Okay. My favorite song, to me, that song really breaks down what love is. I love Who Knows by Music Soul Child. I love that song. Right? Kids can be, oh my God. Hey Justin, how you doing? Millionaire said, haha, I'm a Leo Sun, Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. I'm not crazy, but I attract crazy men. So disrespectful. What was that about? Robin said, my Mars in the 8th house relates to mania. I get obsessed in love every time I take revenge on all my exes. Don't you get tired of that shit though, Robin? It's like, let me stop. No, some people like to just have that intensity when they're dealing with other people. Henry said, Rabina, have you heard study draconic astrology? Yes. It's like the chart of your soul, true self, unaffected by your surroundings. It sets the 0 degree of Aries on your at your north node. Hope you look at it. Yeah, it's cool, but I'm not honestly, I kind of like not really into the theoretical types of astrology, but I don't know. Somebody could prove me wrong with the draconic. Perp said, hey, what's Capricorn love? It has to be seriously earned. I don't much experience with Leos. Matter of fact, speaking of Capricorn, we're going to be talking about a few Capricorns today. We're going to get into this whole Nicole Murphy fuckery. We're going to get into Antoine Fuqua. Fuqua. Is it Fuqua or Fuqua? What the? Is it Fuqua or Fuqua? Anyway, he's a Capricorn too. And then we're going to get into Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon.com. He's a Capricorn too. And I'm starting to think that he might be the devil in the flesh, because he's supposedly now the richest man in the world. There was another thing I wanted to talk about. Hey, has anybody heard that new song by Motherfucker? Has anybody heard that song by Beyonce, Move Forever? Now, I haven't really been into Beyonce stuff since like the mid 2000s, I guess. But that song is kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie. Where she is like the off of the Lion King album. Are they coming out with a replay of the Lion King? It's called Move Forever. Check it out. It ain't bad. Well, Capricorn is the devil because Capricorn is all about that materialism. Capricorn can be very materialistic, and that's what the devil is about. If you know anything about Satanism, there's different forms of Satanism, but the Levian Satanism is basically about all about the material and nothing really about the spiritual. So that's like the essence of the devil motif or the satanic motif. It's about esteeming the material over the spiritual. So in that respect, you could become spiritually corrupt. And that's why you got a lot of people who are super rich, but they're not happy. So you can have all the money in the world and still not be happy. That's what Jesus already knew that. So when the devil took Jesus up on that mountain and he was like, look, you can have this whole world if you just bow down and worship me. And Jesus was like, nigga, please. Because he already knew that all this stuff, all this material stuff is basically an illusion. It will all fade away. You can't take it with you when you die. But the ultra materialists, yeah, they are so stuck on materialism that they can become it's like I was saying this to one of my students the other day. I was like, it's almost like you can't be this ultra successful person in business. Well, you can, but it's very rare. And be this warm, kind-hearted person, like to be Jeff Bezos and to make it up to the top. You can't be a nice person. You got to be shrewd. You got to be cold-hearted. You got to be very opportunistic, and those are traits that people have described Jeff Bezos as being. And he's a Capricorn. He's a hardcore Capricorn. So he is fitting into that whole devil motif perfectly. Oh, Dana. Oh, yeah. Do you like the whole album? I only listened to 2 songs so far, Dana. Renee said I'm completely the opposite. I wish I had more of a materialistic mindset sometimes because I would be in a better financial situation. But then I have to ask myself, at what cost though? Like, would I really be happy? One thing I do know is I could be happy being poor because I've been at rock bottom before and still found reasons to be happy. So that's a good thing right there. If you can be happy while you're poor, then you know that you could be happy while you're rich. But sometimes, you know what they say, more money, more problem. Hey, Tracism. And that's definitely true. It's like when the more money you have, the more problems you're going to have. And that could be the reason why a lot of rich people aren't happy. Diane said, yes, that's fucking true. Always keeping up with the material shit. Even church to him about going to a concert. I'll ask him, how was church? And he'll say, oh, they were jamming. I'm thinking, what did you learn? Renee said, why a Cap and Leo both, wait a minute, why a Cap and Leo, but both have Cancer moon can't get along? Well, Cap and Leo, they can be kind of that's a hard combination as well because both want to be the boss. Capricorn wants to be the boss, Leo wants to be the boss. So, and then the Cancer moon could just make things worse because they can both get emotional and lose sense of rationality. See, David said they rich and don't know what to do with their money. And also, it's like when you're real rich, you could be dealing with a lot of fear. Hey, Akeda. Yes, Mercury retro is almost over. Thank God. But it wasn't. Well, I'm not gonna knock on wood because it's not over yet. But it didn't affect me too much. So whoever just came in here, the first thing we were talking about was how we've played the fool in the past. Things that we done that was rather stupid. Another stupid thing I did, and this was just a mistake. It wasn't something that was really a bad judgment call. But I remember one time I was at the gas station, got $10 of gas, and drove off without putting gas in my car. Has anybody ever did that? And usually it's because you buy more than just gas. So it was like I bought a few things and I think I was busy or my mind was somewhere. So I paid for gas and drove off without pumping the gas. I'm trying to think, what was another dumb thing I've done? You've done that too, Renee? Trying to think, what was another dumb thing I've done? All right, another dumb thing I did. I remember one time I spent like $100 on the lottery in one day. That was dumb. I learned my lesson that day. Yeah, I just put down 100. Has anybody ever did that, like with the lottery? Like you like, cause you feel like, okay, if I buy 100 tickets, I'm guaranteed to win something. Let me tell you, I don't think I won a damn thing with that whole $100. The Jam and Berry said, "Yeah, I almost did that." Sag Moon, Pisces Moon said, "I paid for groceries and forgot them." Damn. I'm trying to think what else. What other stupid things have I done? I remember I shut my arm in the car door one time. Mickey said I did, but I. So you spent $100 on the lottery before, but you won 20. Diana said, I feel like when I'm trying to get in a relationship, everybody in my past start coming out of nowhere. Hey, Miss Ray Sons. Oh yeah, it is steaming out here. It's ridiculous. It feels like an oven. See, David said I used to play Dirty Day, Dirty Night, about 60 a day. I was hitting though. Damn, 30 day. Wait, they had you spending $60 a day? That's like some crack money. Wild and Regal said, I've done the gas thing before, but luckily they noticed and let me get my gas when I came back. Pisces Moon said, recently I closed the door on my finger. Painful, don't move. Yes, I closed the door on my whole arm before. Another dumb thing I've done. One time, I don't know how my hand got under my butt, but I was going to sit in the car and I sat on my thumb and my nail went back the other way. You want to talk about pain? Dana said, dumb thing, almost left the drive through without getting my food or my card. Lana Regal said, and I could play $90 in scratch offs all the time. How much do you be winning with those $90 in scratch offs? I got 3 scratchers today. I got the Lady Luck one. That's only $5. And I look, this is after I told myself I'm not buying no more scratchers. I was like, I'm tired of being a fool. But I got some today though. But I got the Jupiter is in trine to my Jupiter today. So when Jupiter blesses me, but I learned the hard way about Jupiter transit. So just because Jupiter is blessing your chart with a nice trine or a sextile does not mean that it's going to be your lucky break. Jupiter a lot of times can be a bunch of high air. So that Jupiter trine, Jupiter transit, it could just deal with the fact that I'm live right now and I'm having a good time. And that I'm doing it via Google Hangouts, which is different than what I usually do. And like I was saying before, Google Hangouts, they're going to discontinue it on August 1st. Diana said, went to work with clothes on inside out. God damn. What was wrong with you that morning? Tough said, I closed my thumb in the door as a kid. Oh, let me tell you what else I did dumb. Oh my God. But this deals with my Sagittarius anger. So when I was in my master's degree program, this is embarrassing. Oh shit, contemplate. You hit 5,000 on a see, why can't I be like that? I'm trying to hit like 5,000 on a scratch off. Maybe it'll happen today with that Jupiter transit I got. Mickey said I played in Vegas and had no idea what I was doing. Turns out I was winning like 500 plus. I decided I knew what I was doing and lost all except 50. God damn. See, David said I used to hit every other week or every week or other week. But see, Davis, does it all balance out? Like, have you ever like tallied up your winnings versus how much you've actually spent? Because it might be where you've just broken even. But when you can get that lump sum of money, that is sweet though. Wild and Regal said the most I won is about 250 total. I think the most I won on a scratcher was $100, and I was like ecstatic over that. So I got the Red Hot 7 scratcher, I got the $2 crossword scratcher, and I got the Lady Luck $5 scratcher. So what is that? That's $9. Hopefully I could turn this into like 2,500. So Reds, the bad guy, said won 1,000 buying $80 a ticket. Oh, nice. That's a nice little investment. SMA says same. The most I won was 100. Mickey said a win is a win. Cherry said I was spying on his Facebook page that actually hit the like. Oh shit, Cherry. No, you didn't hit the like. Damn. Now you know when you spying, you gotta have that keyboard away from, or you gotta be very careful when you spying on somebody with Facebook. I have spied on somebody on Facebook too, and I had to be really careful. Oh, let me tell you about this one dumb thing I did. This was when I was dating this Virgo dude, right? And I don't know why I said this, but we were talking on the phone and we were like bye bye, and then I thought I hung up the phone, and right after I said bye, I said asshole. Why did this fool call me back and be like, "Did you just call me an asshole?" I was like, "Oh shit." Oh man, you talk about embarrassment that day. Sandra said often I used to hit a 777 progressive jackpot at a casino in Reno, play $40, win 300 cash out and walk out. Yeah, I don't know why I called him an ass. Probably because he was a Virgo and I already knew what to expect. Yes, I've done some dumbass shit. C. Davis said I haven't hit lately, but I'll get back to it. Hey Earl, how you doing? Duke, 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 Duke of Earl. That's how you would do, Angela? Yeah, I learned though. I was like, okay, don't ever do that again. Oh man, what's another dumbass thing I've done? If I think of it, I'll let y'all know. What else did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about Joe Rogan. Anybody watch the Joe Rogan experience on YouTube? I ain't gonna lie, I have a little crush on Joe Rogan. Not really when he was hosting that Fear Factor. He kind of got on my nerves there. But now that he's gotten a little age to him and that maturity, because he's a Leo, he's that classic Leo, very masculine Leo dude. Z said a report just came in that August Alsina can't walk. What's wrong with him? Yeah, Joe Rogan is white. He's Italian, though, I think. Is he Italian? Like, that makes a difference. No, actually, it does. Let me stop. No, but he has that olive skin tone. I think he might be Italian. But he's a deep ass dude, and he has that Scorpio moon, and it's conjoined to a Scorpio South Node, and that's the reason why he's so deep. Oh, so you seen the interview he did with Lee Remini? You see how she was flirting with him? So he's Italian and Irish. That's a nice mix right there. Oh yeah, we get into Leo women in a minute. So August Alsina has MS. Damn. So I don't know Joe Rogan's birth time, but I believe he's a Scorpio rising. He got that Scorpio vibe all day. Now that can come from the fact that he is a Scorpio moon conjoined to the Scorpio South Node. But considering his life, I would say that he probably is a Scorpio rising because he was an MMA fighter, or I mean, I know he's done a little bit of MMA, but I don't think he's ever like really made his mark upon the whole octagon thing. But I think he was one of the either a official or a ref or something. But one the reason why I feel like he's a Scorpio rising is because that would put his moon and south node in the 12th house. And Rogan would do these things like he's into taking psychedelics and stuff, and he's taken psychedelics and been in a what do you call it, one of them isolation tanks, and he really gets off on it. Like he be seeing visions and all this type of stuff. So when I saw that moon conjoined to the south node, and when I put his rising sign in the Scorpio, I was like, oh yeah, there it is right there, like him being in that isolation tank. And that would put his Mars in Scorpio, in his first house, which deals with fighting. He was a boxer. He was doing MMA. He's one of those very, hyper masculine men, which can represent that first house Mars. And his Mars is at the 11th degree of Scorpio, which means it's sextiling my Capricorn ascendant, like exactly. So, Joe, whenever you get tired of your wife, hit me up because we could get something really good going for real. I know, Raphael. That's why I kind of want to reach out to him. I wonder if I could get in touch with him because I would love to be on his show and just talk about his chart and all that type of stuff and make him into a believer. Because I could tell, yeah, Gigi, I'm not showing my face today because I didn't feel like getting all dialed up. But anyway, what was I saying? I would love to convince him otherwise. He don't believe in none of that metaphysical stuff. But I'm like, but yet and still, you taking psychedelics, you taking shrooms, acid, all types of stuff. You having these visions, you seeing these aliens and shit, taking that DMT, but you don't believe in astrology. You don't believe in psychic ability. I'm like, come on, Joe. I do want to reach out. Maybe I can. Well, I mean, think about it. With his Mars being a sextile to my ascendant, there's a good chance that I can connect with him in the physical sense. And maybe, try to convince him about the efficacy of astrology. Hey, Nika, how you doing? Another interesting thing about Joe Rogan. So he has his sun in Leo conjoined to Jupiter. So that makes him very much about an adventure, being an adventurous. But that also deals with his podcast. He has a stellium in Virgo, that Venus in Virgo. Oh God. Now that would be in my eighth house. But that Virgo energy would just drive me crazy. But anyway, that Venus in Virgo, all that Virgo energy deals with the boxing all day. Let me see. He got Mercury square Mars. He got a bad temper. I know he'll fuck some shit up when he gets mad. Let me see what else he got. Pisces. So if he's a Scorpio rising, I will put Aries in the sixth house. That makes sense considering who he is. Anyway, that's Joe Rogan. All right, so let's talk about somebody wanted to talk about Leo women. So Cherry Love said Joe hates the Kardashians with a passion. Hey, Ethereal, how you doing? Angela said Leo is just a strong, willful sign. I prefer sensitive, emotional men. Raphael said I took the shrooms. That's what helped me open my mind on horoscopes. Yeah, Joe needs to take some more shrooms. Mickey said challenge him to a duel. Selena said I don't know. Joe has said some weird shit. Yeah, you would think that he would believe in astrology with because he is kind of out there. Sarah said, Leo women, please. I don't like masculine men. You don't like masculine men, Sarah? Oh, that's because you're a Leo. Yeah, you can't really get with the ultra masculine men because you're very masculine yourself. Sanaya, you're a Leo rising. Is anybody a Leo in here? Any women in particular, but the men can answer too. Who's a Leo, Leo rising, Leo moon up in here that does not want children? Any Leo suns, rising, or moons that do not want children? The usually quiet Scorpio said, I love Leo. My sister-in-law is a Leo and she's the best. Orange Blossom said, Leo sun, my birthday was a few days ago. Sanaya, you're a Leo rising. Do you have children? And if not, do you want children? Sarah said, I want children, but I can't deal with them. Orange Blossom, I have Leo sun and moon and the fifth, but I want kids. Okay. Leo moon, I love kids and want them, love masculine men. Okay, Natalie. Melanin said Leo rising and I'm torn. I can see why you're torn being a Leo rising. Just know with a Leo rising, yeah. Tough said, I'm a Leo rising with Venus and Mars in the fifth. I want kids. Well, just know, especially for y'all Leo risings, when you have kids, just know that that could be some of your hardest lessons, because whatever sign is rising is going to manifest those themes of that sign in your life. And if your sun is afflicted, like if your sun is squared by Saturn, you could be dealing, like, children could be one of your hardest life lessons. Millionaire said, Leo woman here. I don't have children. I'm on the fence. I don't want to give up my free time. Jam and Berry said, Leo rising, and I have 4 kids and a mess of God's kids. So you have kids that aren't your, like, mainly meaning, like, there's kids that are always at your house or whatever, or what is it, nieces and nephews and stuff. Tanaya said, I'm a rising. No, I don't have children. I wouldn't say I don't want children, but they ain't a top priority. Zawina said, I have a Leo ex and he has kids everywhere. Those men that got Jupiter and Leo, a lot of times they got a lot of kids. Or if a man's sun is conjoined to Jupiter, he might have a lot of children, or at least 4 of them. Children are sometimes too much. I can't deal with children who don't listen. I can't stand a badass child. And I don't care how cute they are, they'll turn ugly real quick to me. Spoiled said, Leo women, I'm indifferent. Receipts said, most of my Leo friends and relatives have no children. Interesting. Contemplating key, Virgo rising. I love action and kung fu movies. Contemplating key, Virgo rising. Oh, you said that again. Robert said, I'm a Sag male and daughter is a Leo. We always bump heads. Orange said, damn, my son squares Saturn. Did you say you had children, Orange? My son is in Scorpio, squares my Leo rising. Dana said, I love masculine men. You know, no fire in my chart. Yup. Natalie said, my moon opposes my Saturn in Aquarius. Sarah said, but what about children? Tonight said, kids are cute. I just can't stay around for long. I'm a child myself. Marshall said, Leo moon undecided. With that Leo moon, yeah, you need to really think long and hard about having children, because you're liable to run into some issues, especially if your moon is afflicted. But it's not, I mean, it doesn't mean that having children is not going to be rewarding for you, but you might go through, some things like miscarriage, or you might need some special procedure to make sure you could carry a baby full term or whatever. Angela said, Leo moon, I want kids, but I feel strongly about wanting boys only. How Leo of you. Wow. It does seem like Leo women, Leo mothers would do better. I just say they do better with sons than they do daughters. With daughters, there could be that competition thing. Gigi said, I had a Leo ex. He wanted children. Zawina, what about Leo and kids? Jam and berries, yeah, all my kids except one. My oldest daughter, mouth, have gotten torn off a lot in her anger. We're trying to get under control. Ethereal said, what's the deal with the empty fifth and no Leo planets? Any children likely? Oh, hell yeah, because you got to look at the ruler of the fifth house and see what it's doing. So, for instance, you could have Aries on the fifth with Mars in Cancer, and, you could end up having quite a few children. Angela Knight said, we get along better with males. Contemplated key, my Leo friend was very controlling with her dude and knocking him upside his head. Leo women will put their hands on a man real quick. Sarah said, oh no, my sister has a Leo moon and rising. Mickey said, my dad's a Leo, he has a lot of kids. Sherry said, I'm a Virgo, my son is a Leo, we get along great. We want lots of kids when he wants lots of kids when he gets older. Siobhan said, I have Chiron the fifth. I worry about my kids and kids in general. It's exhausting. Orange said, I read that Sun in the fifth is too strong and could potentially make it hard to have kids. Actually, you could have kids, but they might be hell on wheels, or they might have some special challenges, because when you got the Sun in the fifth, it's like yelling at you, children, children, children. But a lot of times it's going to be some issue with that child or pregnancy itself or what have you. My Leo mother projected herself onto my sister and favored her because she was a girl. That whole One of Leo's problems is treating their loved ones like an extension of themselves, and that can be quite narcissistic. That's a narcissistic tendency that they have, which is why I feel that Leo mothers, they will probably in most cases do better with sons than daughters, because they could really treat their daughters like an extension of themselves, because it's two females. But they could do the same with the boys too. My sister-in-law had 3 children, one dying of cancer, her only girl. She loves on nieces and nephews. Her boys are in college. Leo moon indecisive. Exactly. That's the problem. We don't want some masculine dude fighting back. Yeah, y'all just want to be the ones that are doing the hitting. Sarah said, true, I want sons. Wild and Regal said, I told you during my reading, I'm a Pisces. My mother is a Leo, 817. She greatly favored my little brother. I was the scapegoat. Oh, MK on the plug. Am Cancer, Sun, and Taurus moon, and only have ever dated Leo men. My last was Leo Sun and Moon. Oh my God, can we talk about the Leo men and their narcissism? Yes, we're going to get on them in a minute. Those Leo men, they always act like they got something to prove. Earl said, I noticed nobody really mentions a sign's polar opposite. How does Aquarius figure into this season? Well, you can look at it this way. Leo is the sign of love, especially showing love, giving love, affection. Aquarius is the sign of receiving love, which is why they have that huge sense of entitlement. They expect to be loved, adored, all this stuff for basically just doing nothing. Whereas at least Leo will do things to express their love, to show their love, all that. Leo is more so about projecting love outward. So in that respect, they can go a little overboard with their displays of love. They could be dramatic in that respect. Aquarius, on the other hand, they're really not projecting love outwardly. They're more about receiving that type of love. And they really want that type of love to be unconditional. Like they feel that they could treat you any old way and you still supposed to love them. Sarah said, "Oh my God, true. My ex was Aqua. Never again." Hey, Sarah, how you doing, girl? There was something I was going to say. What was it? Wait a minute, let me go back. So Adrian said, I love Leos. My oldest child is a Leo. His birthday is August 5th. He will be 28 years old and he has no children. Now, if you got a Leo stellium in your chart and you don't have children yet, just know that there is a chance you're going to go through some serious challenges involving children. Now, I recently did a free reading for a female and she had a Leo stellium. And I was telling her that she had already had a miscarriage. So I told her that she could have multiple miscarriages with that all that Leo energy. And she had her son, which rules Leo, conjoined to her Cancer South Node. So I was saying that, having children could be very challenging. I remember that free reading I did got a lot of dislikes, and I was wondering, it got more dislikes than what I usually receive for the free reading videos. And I was wondering why. And I was like, was it because I said she could end up having multiple miscarriages? Did people have a problem with what I said? Well, come to find out, she did respond to me. She sent me an email and she was basically like, yeah, you're right about the multiple miscarriages because I had this issue with my cervix. And in order to carry a baby to full term, I would have to get this cerclage. So that's what I mean. Like when I say certain stuff, I don't just be pulling it out of my ass. I say certain stuff because I've seen the patterns before. See, David said, I like to give love and equal give and take. Sarah said, I have my Mercury and Leo and Sun. Nika said, Leo, Mars, and Venus in the eighth, and I tend to put my hands on a man if I feel disrespected or embarrassed. Do not embarrass me. Oh, man. Now, what would you do if he put his hands on you? I noticed that Leo women will choose men where they can put their hands on, the man's not going to hit them back. See, I never was lucky. Like, type of men that I attract, if I put my hands on them, they're going to drop kick me. Sarah said, true. LOL, I slapped my exes. Oh, yeah, I slapped a dude before and got a black eye in return. See, y'all Leo women, y'all will make sure y'all don't get with the type of men that's going to really bring it to you. I remember I pushed the dude. Next thing you know, I'm on the floor, face down. I was like, how the fuck that happened? And I never pushed his ass again. So yeah, I've never really had the pleasure of being actually one dude I remember I was abusive towards and he refused to hit me. That was the cancer dude, but I was a teenager. Hey Joy, how you doing? Yeah, he did one of those kung fu moves on me, and I was like, shit. I was on the floor in like 3 seconds flat. I was like, whoa. And I had just pushed him. But I did push him. I like pushed him in a real ignorant way. And I think I said something. Next thing you know, he was like, whoop, 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 pow, pow. I was like, shit. But I think I do, not saying I need a man that's going to, put his hands on me, but I know how I can get with my anger. Karmic life. Hey, what's up, Karmic life? Me too, Ravita. I met men that hit me back. Is that a sad thing? Maybe that's a sad thing. Orange Blossom said, I do what white people do. I won't put my hands on you, but I'll press charges or sue you. Nika said, I might cry, LOL, but I fight back. My ex knocked my ass out. My midheaven and North Node are in Leo. My sun is in Gemini, moon is Scorpio, Libra rising, Venus in Cancer. How is this for having children? Well, children will be a top priority in your life if you have them. And it may not necessarily be in a totally good way. You could be dealing with some challenges. Like you could have a child that requires extra care. Yes, I saw that Disney World fight. Did we talk? Did I go live since that fight? That shit was so fucked up and raggedy. Hopefully that family is banned from that park for the rest of their lives. Cause that one dude that was just swinging on all these females, and he wasn't like he was slapping them. I think he was gay. No offense to gay men, but there are effeminate gays out there, and I was just seeing a real feminine vibe with that dude. He was all and like he was all jiggly. Orange said that Disney fight was disappointing and shameful. It was. Like he grabbed one of the girls and started hitting them like he was a girl. I was like, I've seen this before, but it wasn't a dude doing it. It was a female. And why was he dressed like he just rolled out of bed? Did y'all notice that too? I was like, who comes out to an amusement park dressed like that? Look like he just rolled out of bed. It wasn't funny to me at the time. It's funny now. I wish I could play a clip of it. SMA said funny when the men surrounded him and he didn't fight them, right? And he was all like, who choked me out? Who choked me out? Yeah, he sure did say he didn't care about going back to jail. Maybe his boyfriend is there. Maybe that's why. Joy said Disney found them and pressed charges. They don't play that mess good. Not at the happiest place on earth. Okay, y'all, what do you think that man's sign was? He had the faded out red shirt that looked like it had been washed 200 times. What sign was he? I'm gonna think real quick. Wait, let me pull up the video so I can look at it again, so I can try to guess what sign this fool was. He might have had Mars and Cancer because Mars and Cancer can the men can be abusive with that hookup. But okay, I will say this. Did y'all notice though that it started off with the girl, I think it was his sister, spitting in his face? So somebody said a Pisces. A lot of people are saying Pisces, Aries. Cancer. I can see him being a Cancer, especially with Mars in Cancer. No, I don't think he was no Scorpio. Hold on, let me pull this shit up. I wish I could play it. Can I share my screen? Wait a minute, I think I can. Hold on. I think I gotta do it with the Google chat. Live stream. I can share a screen. Let me see something. I'm afraid to do it. I might mess things up. Okay, let's see. He said, I don't give a fuck, bitch. He is a mess. Somebody said Aries. A lot of people are saying Aries. He had a lot of hair. I don't see a Leo acting like this though. Look at him. His shorts all about to fall down. Somebody said he was a Taurus. And you can tell he can't fight. Okay, he can't fight. Look at him pulling the hair. What dude pulls hair like that? I'm going to say he's a Cancer. I don't even see an Aries man acting like this. You know, Cancers, they get all emotional and shit. I don't see him being a Pisces either. You say Cap? I'm going to say he's a Cancer. What's this dude? Anybody can find out his name so we could try to look him up. He should have a mugshot, but I don't know if we have his name. Red shirt gives us Mars, Aries, T's. Contemplating Keys said, I love masculine men. Robin said, a Leo woman friend of mine said that she's great at faking orgasms. They tend to act like a goddess in the bedroom. Defending his mom, maybe a Cancer, yeah. Robin said, I would chop the dick off my ex if he makes me angry. Ooh, Lorena Bobbitt, mind you. Remember her? Remember Lorena Bobbitt? Let me see. What was her sign? Because she didn't play. Lorena Bobbitt, Gemini. No, that was the date of their marriage. Where? Wait a minute. Maybe anybody know what Lorena Bobbitt? Let me put in birthday. Oh, she's a Scorpio. No wonder. Lorena Bobbitt was a Scorpio. Is a Scorpio. Oh, thank you, Millionaire. Millionaire got the tapes on on this dude. Let me see if I can get his birthday. Yep, Lorena Bobbitt, October 31st, Scorpio. Makes sense. She giving y'all Scorpios a bad name. I mean, y'all already got a bad reputation, but I'm just saying, god damn, y'all didn't need another one. All right, I'm going straight to mug shots. Maybe I can find it. I don't think I'm going to find it. Why isn't he on mugshots.com? Because he said, I'm not afraid to go back to jail, didn't he? That ain't it. Oh well. It might take me some time to find it. Codes. Law and crime. Oh, free mugshot finder. Is this it? Nope. All right, what are y'all saying? A Capricorn will hit both women and men. Orange, you believe that, HTH? Do you have any examples to back that up? Orange said, yeah, he's in jail waiting to be charged, so y'all might be able to find his birthday. I know. I tried to pull up a mugshot, but I couldn't find it. Oh my God, that old woman could not even walk. Was fucked up. But why did she try to get involved? If you already in one of those little scooters, you need to just scoot along. Just keep on rolling. Why you gotta get involved? You know good and well your ass is getting knocked down. HTA said, did you see how his girl was trying to explain after he beat her in public? Like she's used to that kind of treatment. I'm sure. Or look on Facebook is, oh yeah, you're right. David Ruffin. Oh yeah, David Ruffin was something else. Little piece of shit. But could have been the drugs. Because I know he was crack a lacking and cocaine and all that type of stuff. All right, Orange Blossom, I'm assigning you to the task. Since you're good at finding people's birthday, please put that work in because we need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Adriana says Sugar Mama should have backed her scooter ass up and taken the kids with her, right? I'm like, you're at an advantage if you're on a scooter. I would have just kept rolling, act like I didn't even know those fools. I would have been like, I don't. I would be like, they ain't my family. I would have put that shit in overdrive and been like, I would have turned the corner real quick. All y'all would have seen was smoke from my wheels. Don't let me be in one of those scooters when I get older because I'm going to be acting a fool. How fast can those scooters go? Because I am going to be running people over. Like, get out my way. I'm going to have a little horn on that thing, everything. Like, ain't nobody going to be able to tell me shit in that scooter. Doing U-turns and shit, doing donuts. Contemplated Keith said I'm a Scorpio. People always think I'm a freak now. Well, you probably are. HCH said it's very odd that the red picture was not trying to really fight those pale males that really tackle him to the ground. Notice that? Yup. Gonna ask who choked me out, but no hits. Exactly, because he's a punk ass bitch. You could tell he was a punk ass bitch when he grabbed a girl's hair like he was a girl. He went into girl fight mode. It's about to be a what? Girl fight. Orange Blossom said I almost got ran over by one of those scooters. Those things are fast. That's good to know because I like speed. So when I get to be about 85 years old and I get tired of walking, I'm ordering me one of them jazzy scooters and I'm gonna have that shit pimped out. I'm gonna be like, pimp my ride. That's my Mars and Gemini. I'm gonna be rolling over feet at all types of shit. Yeah, I'm being in Walmart flossing. And some people be using them scooters in Walmart. They don't even need them. Scorpio rule the gonads, that's why, but it also rules beginnings and endings. This could be celibate with no problem. Mil Mamba, he's everything I need, and I used to hate Aquarius. Wait a minute, the guy in the red shirt is everything you need. So the top speed for those scooters are 25 miles. Look, I'm gonna have to put some nitrous up in there. I'm gonna have a turbo scooter. Robin said, "Yeah, I can relate to Lorena." In an interview, she said she would chop her ex-husband penis off again. Thank you, Johnny Boy. That's what I used to call the Leo dude I was dating. He was Johnny Boy. Sarah said, "Why is Halle Berry so unsuccessful in love?" Well, let's pull her chart and see. Well, she is a Leo. Let's see. Isn't that interesting though? Some of the people that have the hardest time with love relationships are Leos, and Leo is a sign of love. But it makes sense. So she was born what on the 14th? Yeah, August 14th, 1966, 11:59 p.m. Let me pull this child's chart real quick. She just seems so goddamn fragile to be a Leo though. But I think that's an act. She ain't fragile like that. But don't anybody get what I'm talking about? How she comes across as fragile, especially nowadays, and she don't even look the same. August 14th, 1966. She's old, so let me start. 11:59 p.m. So she just made it. I mean 11:59 p.m. I think. And then she's from Cleveland. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Y'all remember that? I was listening to that today. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Oh. All right. Wishes in the house and flesh and Tasha Cleveland's definitely in the house. All right, I got her chart. Let's see. It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Okay. So you wanted to know, why does she have such a hard? Oh shit, she got her South Node. She got Scorpio South Node in the seventh house at the 20th degree, mind you. That's the degree of my South Node. But my South Node's in Taurus. Let me see what y'all saying. Sarah said Lorena is my heroine. That's because you got that Venus and Scorpio. You can relate. Mel and Mamba said a lot of celebrity females are. Are you saying fragile like that? They're fragile ego. Miko said Mr. Ego and unintelligent. She has Venus at the 29th degree. Let me check this shit out. Yes, she does. Venus at the 29th degree of Cancer. Oh, she has a hard time living with a partner. Mars conjoined to Venus in Cancer can make her very much about, this is what I want in a relationship. To hell with what you want. And she will even like start to emulate her partner, which could be very annoying for a man. But yup, she got that Venus at the 29th degree of Cancer. That's why after a while she was like, I can't deal with these brothers no more. And then she went over to the other side. And then that can also deal with her being biracial, because that 29th degree can deal with racial issues, and the fact that it's in Cancer, that like is double racial issues. Siobhan says she's a crybaby with that energy. Yup. Cherry said I rooted for her and Eric Benet. Now they were the type of couple that looked good on paper, or like look good on the surface, because both of them were good looking. But then when you peel back the layer, it's just a hot mess. Mill said I have a white man too. How many women of color in here are about that swirl? But when I say swirl, I basically mean dating white men, I guess. Mickey said me too. You got a white man too, Mickey? Orange said one of her baby daddies is racist. Isn't that Aubrey? Isn't that his name? Aubrey? Halle has to be the man. Yeah, we're talking about Halle Berry. The one that was like, wait a minute, how she say it? Oh man, what was she saying in Monsters Ball? She was like, give it to me real good. Wait, what was she saying? Please remind me. How was she saying it in Monsters Ball? She was like, give it to me real good. wait. I gotta find that quote. Monsters Ball. I can't remember what she was saying. Quotes. Halle Berry. She played herself in that movie straight up, but got an Oscar for it. Boyle Black said, I'll date anyone. Lil said she was talking about, I just want, yeah, she was like, make me feel good. I was like, Halle, stop. I don't even see how she got through that scene. I need to feel good. And first of all, I was like, that is so unrealistic. Who wants to have sex and their son just died? That made me think she even care about his fat ass. I was like, yo, she was abusing him anyway. Cherry said, didn't some guy beat her up and now I think that was Wesley Snipes that did that. Because she was dating Wesley Snipes and he's a Leo. So can you imagine two Leos? Yeah. Lady said that old man, it was so gross. Yeah, man. I was like, why did she play herself like that? Hallie and Eric was narcissist show off couple. Yup, exactly. She was drunk and vulnerable. I'm sorry. If I just lost my child, having sex is the last thing I want to be doing. Talking about make me feel good. And then ugly Sean P. Diddy Combs was in that movie in a brief part. Now, Hallie has Neptune conjoined to her South Node. Oh, Neptune conjoined to her South Node in Scorpio. That could deal with that Monsters Ball film right there, and how basically she had to, almost embarrass or humiliate herself to get that Oscar. Because I feel like that scene was humiliating for her. I bet you she can't even look at that scene with that. What was his name? Billy Bob Thornton, that nasty looking mother. Ew. And I bet you, and look, that Neptune could join to the South Node in Scorpio. She's been on the casting couch a lot with that hookup. You can't tell me that she hasn't. And she probably really had to have sex with Billy Bob Thornton in order to get that Oscar. But that, if her being an actress and having that Neptune could join to her South Node in Scorpio, she was probably the casting couch queen. And if you think about it, Halle Berry, even though she got that Oscar, she's never really been given like a top role. What was the biggest role she got? Catwoman? And even that wasn't that great. Billy Bob blowjob. But yeah. The best part of that movie, Monsters Ball, was when Billy Bob Thornton and Heath Ledger, they were father and son, and Ledger commits suicide. That was the best part. Yeah. So what other like serious role has Halle Berry played? I can't think of one. She was in that whack ass film Kidnap. Did anybody see that? That was horrible. There was speculation that they had sex in that scene. I wouldn't be surprised with what that whole Neptune South Node hookup she has. But yeah, she's probably also the type that was going to like Dubai and stuff and being the high price hooker for some of these Arabs and sheiks and stuff like that. Because a lot of actresses will do that shit too when they can't get no job. Yeah, Losing Isaiah, that was, I didn't like that either. Like that's a movie you watch when it comes on and it's like you don't have nothing else to watch. But her best role, in my opinion, the best acting she ever did was when she played that crackhead in Jungle Fever. She really don't have good acting skills. She does make a really good crackhead. And maybe she was channeling personal experience. Not saying she was on crack, but maybe the prostitution part. I remember she was in the Dorothy Dandridge movie, but I don't remember exactly I don't remember all the details, so I can't remember how she did. But remember she was, oh yeah, she did good as in Angela, but that was such a small role. Remember she was in that ghetto movie Baps? I actually like Baps. That's a fun movie to watch when you bored. She tried playing a hood rat in Baps, but it wasn't really convincing. Yes, they basically used Hallie for her looks. I think she was ran through. She first they passed her along in Black Hollywood, and I heard that she got with quite a few basketball players too. And then they passed her off to White Hollywood, and then she was on their casting couch. That's how I feel like it went down with her. Oh, the Asylum, that was Gothica. I never really gave Gothica a chance. Okay, she plays Storm in X-Men. I never saw X-Men. I don't know how she does with that, how she did with that. What other movie was she in? So she has her sun in Leo, moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo. Then she has Venus, Mars, and Jupiter all in Cancer. She got Juno in Cancer. That's another thing dealing with race, but it can also deal with where she has a problem living with, like living together with someone is going to be very hard for her. And she was a beauty queen. She started off as a beauty queen, and that's very much Neptune could join to the South Node in Scorpio. That could have been when she first started hoeing. Sarah said Leo woman equal beautiful face, body, name. I agree. Hollywood uses her. She was great in X-Men. Sarah said, I only date white men, but I don't have Sag in my chart. Mill said, I personally don't think Hallie can even act. What's in your ninth house, Sarah? Because that can have a lot to do with the fact that, well, I don't know. You said you only date white men. Are you black? Mickey said, well, she was used to being passed around. That's what I see in her chart, that she was passed around. She probably made the bulk of her money just prostituting instead of acting. And that's probably what she really got that Oscar for being such a champ over the years. It was like, all right, Hallie, we got to give it to you. You're a fine piece of ass. Okay, so Sarah, you're black and you only date white men. So you might have something in your ninth house. Do you have Sagittarius on your fifth or your seventh? HEH said there could be other factors then. Mill said, I'm a Leo sun at 29 degrees. Lisa Ray, you're so right. Usually quiet Scorpio. She can't act for shit. Oh my God. She's horrible. What's Lisa Ray's sign? Is she a Libra? Angela said, I remember when she talked about almost committing suicide. What aspects show suicidal tendencies? So Hallie, that Neptune conjoined to the South Node alone in Scorpio can make her want to take herself out, and it's opposing her ascendant. So, because that hookup right there can make it feel like you're not even in your own body at times. So it wouldn't even make a difference if you killed yourself. And she could have been feeling like that underneath some, under the influence of some drugs or alcohol. She might have a problem with certain drugs or alcohol. In her case, it could be prescription. Let me see what else she has. She got Saturn squaring her Juno. So a relationship could get her very depressed. What else she has? She has Saturn conjoining Chiron in Pisces. She probably was on antidepressants or probably is. God. She got Capricorn on the ninth, Saturn in Pisces. Leo on the 5th, Sun conjoined to the 5th, Sun in the 4th. Yeah, she's too personalized. She's the type that will take everything personally. So that could be that could easily contribute to someone's depression if they can't think objectively and everything's personalized. So whenever someone says something, it's like, Will Smith is a Libra sun, HTH says. Scorpio moon, I think his acting skills are stellar. I just don't think Will Smith has a lot of range, though, in terms of his acting. I want to see him play a crackhead. He always plays those hero savior roles, or I'm this good guy that's come to help people out. I want to see him play a low down dirty role. Like you're gonna be hard pressed to see um Will Smith in one of those low down dirty roles. Wait a minute, Sandra got the birthday 12/29/85, so he is a Cappy. Who what's his face was right. How'd you get his birthday, Sandra? Can we be sure that's his actual birthday? No, Will Smith is a Libra. It definitely shows. He is a Libra all day. Mickey said, "Our Libras do that. I know it all, and I am thinking hard. Look, knowing good and well they don't know what the fuck is going on, right? I feel you on that." Beyonce is a horrible actress. She needs to just stick to singing. So that dude is a 29. Makes sense. Let me pull this fool's chart. Where did y'all find his birthday? Can we be sure that's his birthday? 12/29, 1985. Damn, a Cappy acting like that, but he is a 29. Damn, he needs to be ashamed of himself. I expect more out of a Capricorn. God, usually they don't like acting a fool like that in public. Wait a minute, what's his name again? What is this dude's name again? She did a great job in the movie Frankie. I think I did see a little bit of Frankie. And she was also in that movie, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Oh yeah, we're gonna get into Nicole Murphy real soon. What's the Disney dude's name again? I forget. I'm trying to find it. Desmond. Avery Desmond Robinson. Okay, so you went straight to the Orange County Jail. Okay. So Avery Desmond Robinson. Well, there it is. That's why he's so feminine acting. He got Sun conjoined to Venus. He got Venus conjoined to Neptune. He got Mercury conjoined to Uranus and Sag. Got serious anger problems. He got a stellium in Scorpio. He got Pluto conjoined to his south node in Scorpio. He's naturally abusive. Just naturally, ugh. He's nasty. And just naturally prone to be criminal. That's why he was like, I don't mind going back to bed, back to bed, back to jail, but that could be the same thing in his eyes. Okay, so yeah, that Pluto conjoined to the South Node. That's it all day about why he couldn't control himself and was just lashing out. He also got Mars conjoined to Pluto in Scorpio, so he got a whole stellar. He got Mars, Pluto, and the South Node all together, pretty tight in Scorpio. Wow, there it is, right there. Can't even control himself. Then he got that Leo moon that can make him violent, have a violent streak. And his moon is squared by Pluto. He's used to putting his hands on women. Mars square moon. Yeah, it's no thing for him to put his hands on a woman. Now let me see about it. So he got Mars conjoined to Pluto in Scorpio. He likes to take it up the ass. That was probably his problem too. Ass was probably bothering him that day. And it was all hot too. Sun conjoined to Pluto don't necessarily produce violent tendencies, but it can just cause a person to be very controlling. Oh, Sarah, I warned you about those Capricorns, right? But typically, Capricorns aren't going to act like that. But like I said, he has that strong Scorpio energy combined with Mercury conjoined to Uranus in Sag. Yeah, that's where that energy is coming from. Not so much the Capricorn energy. That fight in him is coming from that Scorpio South Node conjoined to Pluto and Mars. And then he got Mercury conjoined to Uranus and Sagittarius. That's where the fight is coming from. And the Leo moon. It's not really coming from the Capricorn. I bet with Mars squaring his moon, I bet you he's even put his hands on his own mama before. I wouldn't be surprised. So he acting like he's defending his mother, but let his mother try to raise up on him. I hope you mean swollen in terms of fat, because he definitely didn't look like he had muscle mass to him like that. Lady J said, "Sweet freak." Sarah said, "Can't do a man that fights like a girl. Either way, I'd get down better than that, right? Show me what them hands do for real." So this dude is a 29. He got all that Scorpio energy. He's so conflicted. That's his problem. See, I think he's like full blown gay, but he still tries to act like he's not. And as a result, he gets all conflicted, and he was wanting somebody to bust him cheeks and he couldn't find nobody at the time. So all that sexual frustration and tension was building up in him anyway. Jerry said he's just all around. Contemplating Key said my friend was with a cat. He was controlling, manipulative, and kidnapped her kids. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. That means I gotta get started with my dinner. So let me tell y'all what I'm making tonight. I'm making chicken schnitzel with some chicken gravy, some rice, and some curry carrots. That's one of the that's one of my signature dinners that I like to make. Chicken schnitzel. Sandra said a day at Disney make you go cray cray. I'm glad when I was at Disney World with my family, that shit didn't go down. But Disney World is a ripoff anyway. Oh my God, it's so expensive. And they don't even have a lot of good places to eat. Yes, he was ready to go back to the boys in the yard. He wanted somebody to bust them cheeks. Thank you, Cherry. Oh, I got some Hawaiian rolls to go with it too. And Mel said, please don't date Catman. Too fucking cheap. Lilith said, why are download gay men so violent? It's that conflict they're dealing with. They're dealing with a lot of internal conflict. Oh, Orange, he's the one that knocked his mom down. See what I mean? He won't even hesitate to put his hands on his mama. He does look swollen. And I bet you he has bad gas. I bet you he could blow up a bathroom like nothing else. Ill. Especially all that Scorpio energy. He's toxic. Usually quiet Scorpio said those rolls make me weak. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having some dinner tonight. I was going to make some asparagus along with the curry carrots, but I put them back at the store because me being a Sag, I could get carried away with my menu. And I was like, well, I can have roasted asparagus and roasted carrots. And I was like, just stop it. Put it back. Because I like asparagus, but when you go to the store to buy them, they come in such a big bunch. And if you don't have a lot of people that's going to be eating your food, then you might end up wasting a lot of that asparagus. And I wasted enough food. So I just put it back. I was like, I don't need to. Sarah said, got some buffalo chicken breast lettuce wrap. That sounds good. Now, I was briefly looking at Layla Rashawn and Antoine Fuca's chart together, and they already got some messed up energy. So I'm not surprised that he's already like that he's inclined to cheat on her. Their sons are squaring each other. I'm going to talk about their chart before I even get into Nicole and Antoine. Let me just pull these two. So Layla, now I don't have the birth times for any of these people. Layla and Antoine. So their suns are squaring each other. Their moons are opposing each other. Her Mars is squaring his Mercury. Her Saturn is in semi-square to his Mercury. Let's see. His Mars is ancestry squared to her moon. His Saturn is squaring her Venus. That's the no love type of synastry aspect. Saturn square Venus. And that can deal with he leaves her alone a lot. His Pluto is squaring her Venus too. That's an infidelity aspect. That's all I need to see with them. So let me look at Layla Rashawn's chart by herself. I want to see if she got some weight gain aspects, number one. Well, she got that Cancer moon, and that Cancer moon can result in putting on a lot of weight. Now, somebody has said that she put on a lot of weight because she has lupus. Is that true? Can anybody verify that? So, Mil Mamba, I don't know if she just let herself go. I heard that the reason why she put on weight was because she had lupus. Is that true? But she has her Cancer moon conjoined to her Cancer North node. That can make her easily put on weight, just that conjunction alone. But even just the Cancer moon alone in some cases. Let me see what else she got. She got Venus square Pluto in her chart, which means that she's just naturally set up to be in a relationship that is plagued with infidelity. So she has Venus square Pluto in her own chart, and then in the synastry between her and Antoine, she has Venus square Pluto. So by getting with Antoine, she was basically manifesting her own Venus square Pluto aspect in her chart. So no wonder why I didn't know that lupus could make you blow up like that. Damn. I know it's an autoimmune disorder, but yeah, let me see if I can see the lupus in her chart. Now that should be in the form of a quincunx because those quincunx aspects often do deal with health concerns. Now, what does lupus do exactly? I know it's an autoimmune disorder, and she does have Venus and quincunx to her Neptune. I'm wondering if that could deal with the lupus. But see, I don't know about all the symptoms of lupus, so it's going to be hard for me to just pinpoint the aspect that deals with that. If I knew like the symptoms, then I'd be able to see it better. Have Mill said y'all ever met a faithful Antoine? You got a point with that. Antoine does sound like a really, shady name. I don't think I would just trust an Antoine at face value. Mill said if she eats once a day, she will lose lupus. Oh, she will lose lupus or not. Mill said she just got comfortable. So lupus causes inflammation, fibromyalgia, etc. Let me go back to her chart. Inflammation. She does have Mars in Aries, which would deal with there it is. I think the lupus is dealing with her Mars in Aries and quincunx to Neptune and Scorpio. I believe that's the lupus aspect right there because you mentioned inflammation. That's the key word, and that Mars in Aries can produce inflammation. Now, Pisces moon is disagreeing. She's saying lupus doesn't make you gain weight. Now, I know Toni Braxton has lupus and she hasn't gained weight as a result, but maybe it affects people differently. So, Mickey said lupus attacks certain organs. It could show up as blisters in the mouth from eating salt. What? Baroness K said Neptune deals with the immune system, and that's what the autoimmune disease. So yes, I believe Baroness that it's the Mars quincunx Neptune aspect in her chart, but it could also deal with her Venus being in quincunx to Neptune. Now Siobhan says steroids cause weight gain. HEH said Antoine's are usually fine too. The ant is in it. Is it French? I think it is French. The 32 card in the medicine deck. Look it up if you like. Okay. Mickey said, or the steroids taken for lupus may make you blow up. The meds make you blow up. If she's on psych meds too, that can make her blow up as well. I know those psych meds can cause you to gain weight. People forget that she's 55. People gain weight with age usually. For 55, she looks good. Okay, Orange. Orange is caping for Layla. Nothing wrong with that. Sandra said, my Cancer moon over here listening and digging in the refrigerator. So usually Quiet Scorpio said, I think Layla was super depressed. I think that had a lot to do with it. Well, I would be too if my husband was cheating all over me. And look the way he looks. He still got his looks in terms of his body. He makes sure that he's looking all tight and trim and fit. And he doesn't seem like the type of dude that's really going to be sensitive. I mean, he is a Capricorn. He doesn't seem like the type of dude that's going to be sensitive to her weight gain. Prednisone, I heard of that. I wouldn't be surprised if she loves him more than he loves her at all. All right, let's look at his chart real quick. I know he got Mars square Neptune, and that could just make him shady in and of itself. That can make him where he's not doing everything up front, out in the open. He got some secrets when it comes to his sex, when it comes to his actions. He can't fully be out open and honest with that Mars square Neptune. Could also have some issues with drugs too with that hookup. So he got Mars square Neptune. They're both at the 21st degree. Neptune's in Scorpio. Yes. So first of all, this fool got Venus and Mars in Aquarius. For a lot of people with that hookup, especially the men, it's going to be hard for him to just settle down with one woman. He is kind of hit in the face. I was looking at that earlier. Let me see if I can share my screen so we could talk shit about him together. Because I love to talk shit about people. That's my dark side. Oh hell yeah. He is kind of hit up in the face. Hold on, let me see. Oh, let me see if I can share my screen for y'all. Share. How do I do screen share? Hold on. Okay. Wait. Application window. Oh, here he is. Let me see if this comes up. Damn, it's taking a while. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to share my screen. Damn, this is taking a while. I'm probably gonna kick myself off. I can't even click cancel now. Something told me don't do this. Oh my god. Okay, now my screen is stuck. I think y'all can. Hold on. I got too many windows open. That's my problem, I think. Let me close out some of these windows. I'm your spirit animal. Thank you. Ow! I'm your cougar. Oh my god, this is take. I don't fuck shit up, y'all. I think it just said forget about sharing the screen. I don't think it's gonna work. All right, hold on. What is all this? Trying to close out some of these windows. But you know what? Somebody has said this in my Real Talk Astrology group about Nicole Murphy. She's kind of hit up in the face too. I'm trying to get back to the chat, y'all, because I wanted to mess around and try to share my screen. It's not working. Damn. Okay. Wait a minute. Who likes ugly dudes? Rendezvous Sunshine. She said I like ugly dudes too, but Antoine ugly is different. Who else likes ugly dudes? I can't do an ugly dude. I can't. She got that witch look. That's that classic dark sided Capricorn look. Rendezvous said Nicole gets over with her body and light skin. Miko said Capricorn chicks are good in bed though. Yeah, they'll put in that work. That's what I heard. Lil said cat men are freaky and perverted. Tanisha, what's up? Leo in the house. Yes, happy birthday, Leo. Oh my God. That's right. One of my students' birthday is today. I gotta reach out to her and be like, happy birthday. Cherry said probably use some of that Haitian voodoo on her. He's Antoine's Haitian. Is that why he got that weird name, Antoine Fuqua? Wait, I'm trying to see who else likes ugly men up in here. Adriana said, I can't do men hit in the face. I could take a guy with an average and a nice face, but not the other way around. He looks mean too. That's why he creates movies like The Equalizer. Nicole is just thirsty for another one. First of all, when Nicole was dating that one guy, what's his name? Michael something? The dude with the space between his teeth. I was like, she's a straight up gold digger. What's his name? The dude with the he looks real dumb. He looked dumb as hell with that space between his teeth. What's his name? Michael somebody help me out, please. Michael Strahan, that's right, the football player. He looked dumb as a box of rocks. And anybody want to argue with me on that? Come on now, that nigga looked dumb. And I was like, oh yeah, she got with him because he got half a brain, so she could be hitting up his pockets all day long. I wonder why they didn't work out. He probably got hip to him. Somebody got in his ear and was like, yo, Mike, yo, she ain't the one, dog. She ain't the one. So they reportedly broke up because Nicole. Hold up, wait a minute. It's going too fast. Nicole reportedly broke up because Nicole and would not sign a prenup. There it is. Somebody got in his ear was like, "Yo, dog, yo." You said I told you Nicole is really a Libra. See, and he is one. He seems like he's one of those nice guys that can get taken in by a woman. I think Michael Strahan is undercover gay too. Rendezvous. I feel you on that. Yes, dumb dollars with his millionaire ass. She thinks she contributes to the world because she cute. She ain't even cute, if you ask me. She look all hard in the face. So Strahan is a Scorpio. Yeah, they were together for a while. But I'm like, you got all that money. Now, some people look cute with a gap in their teeth. Some people actually like it. It adds to it, enhances their look. For him, he just looks like a big dummy. Sarah said yes. For some reason, that is the kind of guy I would pray on. She blew through 15 million from Eddie. Pisces Moon said he's handsome. I seen him in person. I went to one of his shows. He looks like someone kicked a football through, right? He got the field goal mouth. 1 point. Some people look good with the gap. I'm trying to think of another celebrity, and usually it's the women though that look better with the gap than the men. Let me see what else is in this guy's chart. But just the fact that he got Venus and Mars in Aquarius alone, he feels like he has the license to basically do whatever he wants in terms of a relationship. Let me see what else this guy got. Sun at the 29th degree of Capricorn, very controlling. And poor Layla, she, even though she's an Aries, she's one of those softened, even though she got Mars in Aries, she got her sun in Aries. Oh, here's another fat aspect. She got her sun in Aries, but it's conjoined to Jupiter in Taurus. So her sun is at the 27th degree of Aries. It's conjoined to Jupiter in Taurus. Now, with that hookup right there, it looks like she might have married Antoine for financial security. Now, she could have been in love with him too, but it looks like she married him for financial security as well. And but that sun could join to Jupiter with Jupiter and Taurus. Oh yeah, that could cause her to get real fat. But you could tell even back in the day when she was in Boomerang, You could tell she just had one of those bodies that you could tell. Like, if you're not constantly working out and keeping on top of your weight, you could easily put on weight with that type of body she had. Because Layla, like, she was always curvy, but she's that soft type of curvy. And when you that soft type of curvy, that curvy can turn into fat pretty easily. Well, I don't know what time she was born, so I don't know what her rising sign is, but she got a Cancer moon and it's conjoined to the Cancer North Node. And then with her Capricorn South Node, she shouldn't be getting with a Capricorn anyway. So Antoine is activating her karma. Rendezvous said he probably stressed her all the way out. Now, Nicole, I know she got that Pisces moon. I don't know what time she was born, so I don't know what degree that moon is at, but she got that Pisces moon and it's conjoined to Chiron. That could be somebody that's kind of shady. Like, number one, she's just naturally prone to be dishonest. So I know she came out with that response talking about, didn't she say she had the nerve to have this come out her mouth? She was like, she didn't know that they were still married. She thought they were separated. My thing is, but isn't Layla your friend? If Layla's your friend, even if they are separated, shouldn't there be some boundary there where you don't just jump on your friend's ex? Yeah, she has like 9 kids, and I don't think she birthed all of them. Me and my student, we were talking about that. And she does have a surrogate mother aspect in her chart. She got moon opposition Pluto. That is an aspect of a surrogate. I believe Beyonce got that same hookup in her chart, moon opposition Pluto. Wait a minute. No, no. Beyonce got something different, but Beyonce got something in her chart too that's pointing to surrogate. But I don't think she had all those children, naturally. Adrian said Michael Strahan got that Florida Evans gap in his mouth. Now that's what I'm talking about. Florida Evans was able to rock that gap and look cute, but it don't look good on everybody. Like, everybody you got used to Florida Evans gap. Like, Florida Evans wouldn't be Florida Evans without that gap too. You just now talk about losing Isaiah. You need to catch up, Compton. Compton just now talking about losing Isaiah. Well, she basically was creeping up on Lisa's man. No, you mean Layla. Layla's man. Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy's gay. Well, Eddie Murphy's bisexual. Oh, you mean Lisa Ray? Yeah, Nicole smashed Lisa Ray's ex. And Lisa Ray said that, well, I'm not going to call Nicole a home wrecker, but she does wreck homes. I was like, ooh, shade. Yes, he did kill that transgender of woman, that prostitute. Somebody threw her out the window. Maybe he didn't do it himself, but one of his goons probably did. Beyonce may have been born in 74 or 76. You seen the Truth Show video on Beyonce's family. That's why I don't get deep into Beyonce's chart, because I have heard that there was discrepancies about her age. And whenever I start to hear stuff like that, I don't even want to look at the person's chart, because I'm like, I could be looking at the wrong damn chart. Which is why I don't think I've ever did a video on Beyonce alone, like a video about her. Thank you, Rendezvous. Wait, she licks it. Wait a minute, who's licking what? Who? What men in Hollywood is 100% straight? I think Idris Elba could be, but you never know. He is a Virgo, and they can be flexible in that area. Robert De Niro, he's a Leo, and I don't think he's fully straight. I know Robert De Niro's father was a cross-dresser, or he was just outwardly gay. Lil said, I feel like Beyonce is a witch. She sucks the you. Well, she does have that Scorpio moon, does she? Doesn't she? Nicole, oh, Siobhan, no, you didn't pull Johnny Gill out the woodwork. She came with the Johnny Gill card. Damn. That's true, though, because Johnny Gill and Eddie Murphy have been tight for years. I wonder who be busting whose cheeks. Cherry said, "Why does Lisa Ray only wear white?" I was wondering that. Like, does she have something in Cancer? Let me pull her chart real quick. Because a lot of times people with strong Cancer energy, they're into that white. I think she's a Libra though. So she's a Libra 9/23/67. I doubt somebody has her birth time. 9/23/67. See, Lisa Ray, she thought she hit the jackpot getting with that guy from the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos. He was the president of Turks and Caicos. He was like, "Bitch, you got another thing coming." I don't think it's that easy to juice a dude from the Caribbean. They're pretty sharp with shit like that. Wait a minute, let me. So September 23rd, 1967, Chicago. She thought she was Miss It, but that only lasted what, 6 months? Diamond came up in the game, but then she found out real quick. Wasn't he? Oh yeah, remember? I think he was cheating on her with Roxy. Remember Roxy from 106 and Park? Looked like a little star rat. I heard that Roxy was a big time hoe. Damn, Lisa couldn't get her break. So Nicole was all up on her man. Roxy was all up on her man. Wait a minute. Orange said I was watching a psychic reading and someone said that Tisha Campbell's ex, Dwayne Martin, and Will Smith experimented. Wait a minute, they're boyfriend. Like they ain't no experimenting. They've been dealing with each other for years. That's been the rumor. Dwayne Martin and Will Smith have been lovers for years. And Tisha Campbell just looked the other way. So Roxy got with Eddie Murphy too? First of all, I do not think Maya and Roxy look alike. Maya got Roxy beat. Roxy look a little. She looked like, when a cat has kittens, she looked like the runt of the litter. That's what she reminds me of, a little runt. Johnny Gill said he lost his fiance about the rumor with Eddie Murphy. Well, that's the price you have to pay, Johnny. You can't always have it both ways. Women never feel bad about losing your man. Just ask the other woman what he really likes. Oh, so let me look at Lisa Ray's chart. So according to this website, she was born September 23rd, 1967, which would make her 51 years old. She only has one child, Kai. That's her daughter. I used to like that reality show that she had. That was pretty cool. What was it called? Lisa Ray, The Real or something? The Real McCoy or something? Well, she don't have nothing in Cancer. Where's her moon at? She got that Taurus moon, sent trine to Uranus and Pluto. What she got in Pisces? Because Pisces, women that got strong Pisces energy, they can easily attract men from the Caribbean. So she had Chiron in Pisces, in trine to Neptune in Scorpio. But then she got that Libra South Node. So that makes sense why that marriage to that dude from the Caribbean didn't work out. But again, she thought she came up in the game and he was like, nope, think again. Yup, the brat's her sister. Compton Jamal. Wait a minute, wait a minute, are you saying I'm sounding like a hater? I don't hate on nobody. I know you ain't accusing me of being a hater. You accusing the wrong person. Oh, you're trying to say I sound like a hater talking about Roxy? Yeah, she thought she hit the jackpot on that one. But again, like I said, I don't think it's that easy to juice a guy from the Caribbean. They usually be trying to juice the women. Yeah, we were talking about Maya. Somebody said that Roxy and Maya looked alike, and I was like, Maya looks much better than Roxy. I didn't know Maya was part Jamaican. So I heard about that too. Usually quiet Scorpio about Layla's husband having 2 kids on her, but that makes sense with what's in his chart. So Roxy did date Eddie. Scary Spice dated Eddie too. Don't they have a kid together? Tawa Kalitu said Nicole Murphy and Amber Rose have that good body and age face together. HTA said rapper Queen Pen, Libra, reported she looks like a Libra, reportedly knocked the shit out of Roxy. Did Vivica actually bring Roxy to Lisa Ray's home? Damn, so Roxy was jumping in and out of everybody's bed. I heard that she was passed around like that. HTA said most Caribbean men, their moms know herbs, thus they work to protect their sons from what's called gold diggers. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. What else we talking about? Okay, so let me put Nicole Murphy's chart up against Antoine and see if they've been rubbing bodies together. Because the way they were kissing, I'm sorry, that looked like after sex type kissing. That didn't look like prior. That, you know what I mean? You can kind of tell the difference between pre-sex kissing and after sex kissing. Y'all, can you feel me on that? Like both of those pictures look like he done like he busted her back out and now she giving him that thank you kiss. That's what it looked like. Like they were still coming down off of that high of that sexcapade they were on. And they were in Italy. You know, Italy is like that country of love and passion and all that stuff. Yes, and they're both half naked. And they was drinking coffee. Now you already know. I'm surprised they both didn't have a cigarette in their hand. Mill said, y'all ever met an Aries woman that wasn't being cheated on, or better yet, that left when she found out? And they were on a secluded island. Damn, it gets worse and worse. Right? Wasn't that some after sex kissing? That was not no pre sex kissing. That wasn't no first date kissing. That was, I could still smell the booty on your breath type kissing. Mill says Sagittarius are never haters. They don't got time and they too friendly and optimistic to hate on people. That island is known for no paparazzi, so they purposely picked that island out, I guess. But wasn't he there to do some work or to it was like some award show or something? Italy will make you feel some things, Erudite said. I could imagine. I've never been to Italy, but I would think so. Get some of that Italian wine in you. Get some of them like Italian desserts and shit. Have some of that pasta, that fresh spaghetti sauce. It's on. All right, let me put their two charts together. But again, I asked, I'm like, okay, because again, her excuse was, well, I didn't know, I thought they were separated or divorced or whatever. I'm like, bitch, but that's supposed to be your friend. Who does that? Oh, wrong person. But yeah, who does that? Like, who pushes up on their friend's man? I mean, ex-man like that. That's not a friend if you ask me. All right, what am I looking for? Oh, Cole and then this Antoine. Both of their Mars are on top of each other. Hmm. Well, I'm not going to say on top, but they're conjoined to each other. Let me see what else. I'm looking for something sexy. Her Pluto is in trine to his sun. Her Pluto is in trine to his Mercury. His his Jupiter is conjoined to her Mars. I mean, not conjoined. So his Jupiter is in trine to her Mars. That could actually be what happened. Like they go to Italy. and they get it on, and they feel like, oh, it can be cool because we're not in the States, we're nowhere near Layla, all that type of stuff. Like that Jupiter, his Jupiter being in trine with her Mars, that's like him being able to be free with her, and it might require him to go out of town, go travel and see. Yeah, Sag dudes usually got a problem. So her Uranus is in trine to his sun and it's real tight. So that can mean that they're really good friends, almost too good of friends for him to be married. Her moon is in trine to his Neptune. That could deal with some secret affair, secret rendezvous. Her sun is in trine to his Pluto. That could deal with a sexual connection. His moon, no, her moon is in trine to his south node. Let me see where his south node is at. South node in Sagittarius. That there they go, traveling out of the country to go have their little sexual tryst. So I would say yes. They're like the friends with benefits type. And the type where there's no jealousy involved. You ever be in a situation like that, that like purely friends with benefits type, where neither one of you going to get jealous because you got your man, he got his woman, all that stuff, but then y'all just come together, you do what needs to be done, and then you separate, and the two of you don't even need to be texting and calling each other like that because y'all just got this understanding. That's what I see between Nicole Murphy and Antoine Fuqua. Like it's that very no strings attached, friends with benefits type thing where she's not going to lose her mind and get all jealous. He's not going to lose his mind and get all jealous. Mills Mama said that's disgusting. Hey, it works for some people. And like I said, Layla Rashawn and Antoine, they just got a nasty, messy marriage anyway. Not I'm not legitimizing what he's doing. I'm not saying it's okay. But his Mars square Neptune can deal with him being in a scandal, him creating a scandal. So he might have did that shit. Well, no, I don't think they knew they were going to get caught. And Siobhan, you said it was a secluded island where the paparazzi aren't allowed. Well, somebody got up in there. Hey, Latasha. So Latasha said you don't have to stay away. Say men do have good meat stick, huh? Oh, Sag men. But let me get ready and go because I'm getting hungry and it's going to take me a while to make this food. And in about 10 minutes, my ass is about to change my mind and go out and get something to eat because that's how I get. No, I can't be like that. That chicken's already marinating. Sandra said, as long as the sex be good, otherwise, no, I'll pass. Siobhan says she hustling that 800,000 in back tax. So she owes 800,000 in back taxes. Well, she do got moon opposition Pluto. That could mean that, they got her. And like I said, that's also a surrogate aspect. Let me see what else she got dealing with debt. She got Mars. She got Mars square Neptune just like Antoine. Hold up. I didn't even get a chance to talk about that Jeff Bezos, who I feel like might be Satan incarnate. He might be the Antichrist, y'all. So both Nicole and Antoine got Mars square Neptune. Interesting. Interesting. They're like twin flames almost, but not in the relationship like marriage sense. But they are like two peas in a pod. They're closer to each other than Layla and Antoine are closer to each other, even though Layla and Antoine are married. First of all, if I was rich, I would not be owing any taxes. I would pay the IRS first because I would get them off of my back. Because I'm like, if you're rich, if you're a millionaire, Just stay on top of that shit and you won't have any problems. But some people are just so greedy. Compton said ugly people have the nicest body. I have seen some mud duck looking bitches that have like a banging ass body. I'm like, damn. Well, at least God bless you in that respect. You know, God ain't going to give you more than what you can handle. But sometimes he will fuck your face up and your body. What about those people? Oh, has anybody seen that video before I get into Jeff Bezos real quick? Did anybody see that video that's going viral about that chick talking trash about her own baby? Please somebody tell me they saw that. This chick was on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. She was holding her baby up talking about he ugly. But the crazy thing was the baby had her eyes. But she was blaming it on the baby daddy. You saw that Tawakalito? Oh, y'all gotta pull that up on YouTube. Yes, little that baby looked like hers. But she was cracking me up the way she was talking. I was like, okay, what sign would be like that? Capricorn. I think I feel like Capricorn and Aquarius and Gemini would be like that, where they could talk trash about their own baby and be like, God damn, I was always afraid. She said I was always afraid of having an ugly baby and now I got one. And she was like, it's gonna take a while for his looks to come in. I was like, damn. I was like, he didn't even look that bad. His eye was just a little wonky, that's all. You know, he could have had trouble coming out the birth canal. But the funny thing was, she got her karma because towards the end of the video, he threw up on her. The baby did look like her. That baby didn't know what to think. And the thing is, some people were saying, well, that baby don't know. The baby's too young. That baby don't know that he's being called ugly. I'm like, yes, he does. He doesn't know about with the language part, but he knows the vibe. If you're feeling negative about your child, you don't think that baby is picking up on the negative vibrations that you're sending off. That's why he was looking all crazy in the face. He knew what was going on, and it's like you're gonna have to answer to that when he gets older, and he's probably gonna be the type that's gonna put his hands on his own mom. Yeah, that's some real negative energy. If you really feel that way, at least keep it to yourself. Don't say that shit right in front of your child. Lil said, looking like her with a little pinch of alcohol fetal syndrome. Oh, that's messed up. She probably was acting ugly while she was pregnant. Yup, his little face said it all. He could feel that negative energy. And I felt bad for him. I was like, he don't even have a chance in life. He sure did say, bitch, take this vomit. Yes, babies pick up on everything. Can you imagine what that would feel like your own parent calling you ugly? Mill said babies play with angels all the time. Wild and Regal said, yes, I saw it. I thought it was disgusting and I prayed for his little spirit. She was hitting him pretty hard. She was beating him. So Lil said she was beating the fuck out of his back. That's what he threw up, yup. Like she wasn't even doing it with gentleness. So you can even tell the fact that she don't like the way her son looks. She's gonna treat him differently. And I remember the camera panned over because she looked like she got two babies that are the same age. So I don't know if they were twins or what. What do you think her sign was? Like I said, I feel like she could be one of three signs. Gemini, because Gemini is liable to say anything out their mouths. Aquarius, because Aquarius can basically be brutally honest, even if the shit's not true according to other people, but they could be downright cold-hearted. And then Capricorn could just be very, hard-hearted and not really have that sensitivity. Wait a minute, the chick got 6 kids? So somebody said Virgo, somebody said Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Gemini. She's a Gemini. So she's a Gemini for real? Or are you just saying that? I could feel her being a Gemini. Yup, Aquarius are cold and detached. A lot of Capricorns just don't like kids anyway. Aquarius moms are nice to their kids. That's what Mamba said. Oh, I don't think a Sagittarius would be like, don't put that on us. Catalea said, I just stepped it. I don't know who. We're talking about that chick. I don't know if you saw this, Catalea, but this chick was calling her own little baby ugly. Y'all, she was like, you sure is ugly. And his eyes was just rolling around in his head like he didn't know what the hell was going on. And it's like, if she really feel that way, then I'm like, is she giving that baby kisses? Is she saying I love you? Is she, loving that baby up like she is her other children? I would doubt it if she could get on camera and talk shit about her baby like that. Lila said, to be honest, babies be ugly. I got 3 kids and none of my babies came out ugly. None of them. Now, I will admit there are some ugly babies out there, but thank God. Like, I've been dealt a bad hand in life in some areas, but one thing about my children, they were all beautiful from day one. So God did bless me in that respect. Now the baby daddies, that's a different story. The universe was like, we gonna give you some cute ass kids, but the fathers may not stick around. Aquaria Essence said babies be ugly as hell. I'm telling you, none of my newborns were ugly. They didn't go through that ugly stage, but I know what you mean. Some babies come out, they look all swollen. Contemplating kid, you could relate all your babies was cute too. Brown Sugar said, yeah, my mom called me ugly and fat. She was an Aquarius. Oh, I'm sorry. Earl said, no babies are born ugly. Kind of shit is that? Sarah said, as a Virgo, I'd never say that, but I look back, thank God, everything that comes out of me is stunningly beautiful. Cherry said a Virgo would never say that about her kid. Catalia said they look like old men when first born. Some babies be having them big ass heads though. I'd be like, God damn, how'd you come out the birth canal? Mill Mama said my mom called me fat every day. She's a Cancer. All she cares about is physical appearance. Damn. I'm sorry for anybody who had to deal with that with a parent like that. I can't even imagine how that feels. Lil said I was a bald ass baby and peed as soon as I came out. Rendezvous said all babies are a blessing. Talk to the moms that have a colicky baby though. It's like, let me stop. Miko said ET babies. Sarah said newborns look like lizards but change quickly. Mill said I'm used to it and don't even see a problem with it anymore. Okay, here's a question. If you are ugly, right? Would you rather people be honest with you? And of course, ugly is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But there's some things where it's called universal beauty. Is there a universal ugly? Like, okay, let's pick on a celebrity. So what celebrity can we think about that the majority of people could agree is ugly? Somebody name a celebrity. I can't think of one right now. It's like that most people would consider to be ugly, like physically in the face. Steve Buscemi. That's a good example, Lily. Am I pronouncing his name right? He's the one that played in Fargo. Steve Buscemi. I was thinking P. Diddy too, calculator. All right. I like Steve Buscemi, so I'm not gonna use him. Let's pick on Diddy. Okay, so let's say you look like Diddy, right? Would you rather your parents be honest with you and say, look, you better get an education because your looks ain't gonna take you far. Like, you better get some talent because you really don't have the looks. Like, would you rather a parent be honest with you like that, or like lie to you and be like, you are so handsome, you are so good looking, all that type of stuff? I don't like Penelope Cruz. Yeah, she looked like a drowned rat. Would you rather your parents be honest with you, or would you rather them lie to you? I don't know. I think Mark Anthony is kind of hurt. James Brown too. I wouldn't be surprised if James Brown's parents did tell him, like, look, you better learn how to dance and play some music because your looks ain't gonna take you anywhere. Sarah, so you said Jay-Z's ugly. I'm not gonna say he's automatically ugly. He just has some features that make him look kind of grotesque. But I wouldn't necessarily say that Jay-Z is ugly, because back in the day, he wasn't really ugly to me. He just had those big ass lips. Miko said I would rather be thrown. Miko said I would rather be thrown into a river if I was ugly. Damn. Camel looking Jay-Z. So Mark Anthony's dad told him that he was ugly, and he was like, you better learn how to sing. Damn, Little Wayne is goddamn atrocious. I have to admit. Sammy J said Jay-Z is fine as hell. Mickey said, I will, he's ugly. I can't party with his fun. Diddy looks better than Jay-Z. Actually, if I had to choose between the two of them, if they like, I would pick Jay-Z all day over Diddy. I couldn't tolerate looking at that mouth breather. And Diddy's voice would annoy the hell out of me. I wouldn't necessarily call Mark Anthony ugly, but he is a little hurt in the face. 50 Cent, he's ugly to me, especially when he's in Power. I be looking when I first started watching Power, I was like, God damn, he's ugly. I was like, I never realized 50 Cent was so ugly. But he looks like a gorilla. Like, he looked like a silverback. Diddy does look like his breath stinks. Gucci Mane is kind of ugly. Oh, that Kodak Black is ugly as shit. Geminis are cute past puberty. That's funny. Mill said 50 is so ugly that shy. That's shy. That's why he's always defending himself. Cardi B is ugly too. Little Uzi Vert, Sylvester Stallone. You think well, he's very ugly now that he got that plastic surgery. Can you imagine giving birth to a Kodak Black? I would have quietly slipped out the hospital, act like I didn't have him. I would have been a neglectful mother that day. No, I would have still loved my baby if he would have looked like Kodak Black, but I would have been like, God damn. I would have been propping his bottle up. And I always pride myself. I'd be like, my baby sleep with me. His ass would have had a crib in a whole nother room. He'd be crying in the middle of the night. I wake up, I'd be like, God damn. I'd be like, you scare me. Steve Harvey. I wouldn't call Steve Harvey ugly, but he's just not easy on the eyes. Now Wesley Snipes, he goes back and forth between ugly and cute. You think Tank is ugly? I know a dude. No, who's not ugly, but it looks like his upper lip stinks. You know how somebody look like they're always smelling their upper lip? Trey Songz. Trey Songz look like his upper lip stinks. Bill said Jiggy White is forcing beauty. Yes, Steve has a horse mouth. Steve Harvey's charm makes him so attractive, but I saw the video you made of him. Casey from Josie. Oh, he looks bad. Casey did not age well. But neither did Devontae, and Devontae used to be fine. Noxzema Jackson. Now, whoever convinced Wesley to do that, what was that called? What was that movie called? To Wong Fu? He was absolutely scary in drag. And he looked a little too happy to be in drag like that. So I'm like, Steve Harvey with that caterpillar mustache. What does that top lip look like? And I bet you that top lip stinks. Yes, I love me some Devontae, but yeah, he's a crackhead. Well, dirty birth number can be a loner. Number one, your life can be full of abundance, but at some point, you might decide that money doesn't really move you because you want your life to be more meaningful. 30s can be very philosophical, can be very intelligent, almost too intelligent for your own good. So, being a 30, sometimes you could be an intellectual snob. Like, you really ain't going to give people the time of day if they're not on your level intellectually. But being a loner is good, though. I'm a loner too. My life path number is 30. But sometimes it could be sometimes it could be a bit too much sometimes. So it's like it's that constant tug of war between loner versus lonely. But 30s can be very popular too. Tawa said Tank looks like a fist, or I gotta pull up a picture of Tank. And I never was able to share my screen. Tank. Why why look like he can't open his eye? So I Googled Tank and a bunch of army tanks came up. I gotta put singer. I wouldn't call him ugly, but he got an annoying face. He got a weird looking body. What's up with that body? Oh, Neo with his upturned lips. Neo looked like his upper lip stink too. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa. Juan, you must be a Gemini because you seem offended by somebody saying Geminis are shit talkers. Sandra says she likes Snoop, but what? Let's talk about Snoop real quick because even though he's a Libra, he has not aged well at all. Snoop looks like he's 60 years old. And I know he's only what, like in his 46, maybe 47 at the oldest. But Snoop is not aging well at all. And I'm like, what's going on? And I'm not going to say, I don't think it's the weed, but something is not right. Like he looks bad. Sammy J said too much weed into hydrate. He does look dehydrated. He looked like somebody needs to pour a bucket of water on his ass. Mill said drug abuse makes you look old. He's smoking that green every damn day. That's why. Snoop body looked like a pyramid. Sarah said drugs and alcohol. Yeah, he looks bad. He was cute when he was young. Steven Tyler is ugly. So Siobhan said it's genetic. He looks like his uncles. Oh. But you know what? He's one of those real skinny dudes, and I don't know if y'all notice this, but when real skinny people get older, they tend to they have that old ass look, like older than what they look like a lot of times. So when you get older, it really helps to have some fat on you, a little bit of fat, because he has that old ass man look, that skinny old ass man. Snoop is just dry, Mill said. All right, let's get it. I don't know if I should just do a whole video reading on Jeff Bezos or what. I think I'm gonna just do a reading on a separate reading on him because I want to look at some more documentaries about him.
But he's one of those classic Capricorns that's ultra rich and doesn't want to spend their money at all. They're like when he was a billionaire, he was driving a 1996 Honda Accord. That's so dark-sided Capricorn. Somebody actually had to come and help him redo his image. I think he is scary. He looks like a turtle because he's the Antichrist. Nikki said, "I want to sleep tonight." Oh, why? Because I'm talking about the Antichrist and Jeff Bezos. I think he's worth $150 billion. I didn't even know these billionaires were up to that point yet. I was like, God damn. I was like, there's people that rich. Yeah, he's worth $150 billion. Now they try to act like he's a self-made man, like he made his money on his own and all that. But did you know that he had a head start through his parents? Most of these billionaires have head starts. Rarely are you going to find a billionaire who really came from the bottom. So he came from money. He came from a privileged background. His parents gave him $300,000 to start Amazon.com. So if that's not a big head start, I don't know what is. But Jeff Bezos is a Capricorn sun. He got a Capricorn Mars, Mercury in Capricorn, and his South Node in Capricorn. That's part of the reason why I'm like, is he the Antichrist? Siobhan said, my mom had a client who's a billionaire. He drives a 1988 Oldsmobile. He probably got a stellium in Capricorn. But yeah, Jeff Bezos, he really looks like a turtle now that he has hair. And so there's something really weird with his eyes. Something very weird. He got Leo on his fifth house cuts, and his son is in Capricorn. That's somebody that can't even be happy. He doesn't look human with those eyes. That's why I'm calling him the Antichrist. But he got the chart of somebody that can't even be happy with all that money. That's what Bezos said. He said he got a small loan of 1 million. Now the average person is not going to be able to get $1 million loan. Wait a minute, Post Malone? Let me look this person up. Is it Bones Malone or Post Malone? Oh, there is a Post Malone. Ew, he's ugly. Only really though because of the tattoos on his face. What's his problem? What is he, a country rapper or something? And what's his birthday? He looks annoying as hell. That what's his face is annoying as hell looking too. That Takashi 69 with his dirty looking face. We already did the Nicole Murphy and Antoine Scandal Coco. You kind of late. He a wannabe black ghetto rapper. So he's a R&B rapper. Looks like he needs a bath. They just culture vultures. Flavor. Oh yeah, Flavor Flav. Perfect example of ugly. Now, can you imagine a Flavor Flav baby just crying in your face? You know that baby wake up in the middle of the night and is crying, and you really contemplating whether you want to get up and face that ugliness. I don't even think I could deal if I had a baby looking like Flavor Flav. Even his cry would be ugly. Sammy Davis wasn't cute either. He looked like a jalapeno pepper. Like if you had a jalapeno pepper and just put some eyes on it, there's Sammy Davis Jr. right there. Who was married for a long time. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about Jeff. Jeff Bezos is gay. You can't tell me he's not. Even though he was married to his wife for 25 years, from what I see in his chart, that was a marriage of convenience. So he got gay themes all up in his chart. That's why I'm gonna do a separate video about Jeff Bezos, is because it's gonna take me a while. Y'all know what I'm talking about that jalapeno pepper. Don't even get me started on that Caitlyn Jenner. No, I can't see myself waking up next to Birdman. Ew. Especially the way he talks too. Wody. Yes, he does. But can you imagine seeing yourself wake up to Flavor Flav though? Now that would be scary. Lights would have to be off. I wouldn't even pay the fucking light bill. I'd be like, it's no sense turn on the goddamn lights. Earl said most marriages in celeb world are convenience based. Yup. Yup. Because the Hollywood's like a version of royalty. You know how the royals, they always have those arranged marriages. It's rarely for love. What kind of conversation are you gonna have with Birdman? I'd be like, why were you why were you in that picture with that little boy from Thailand? What was that about? And you was holding the condom up or whatever. Face for your face. I did like Flavor Flav when he was in Public Enemy. Not in terms of his looks, but I liked him as a hype man. Face for your face. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, Chuck, run a power move on him. We got some non-believers out there. Don't don't believe the hype." He was the epitome of a hype man. That's the way the ball bounces, G. JB Fox looks like a bat jamming, Barry said. Oh, it's 4:08. Let me hurry up and get off this damn live stream. It was fun though. Miss Evelyn damaged all her girls because she was mad at their daddy. Evelyn's something else, you could tell. And she seemed too involved in her girls' lives. I'm heading in that direction too, Siobhan. I'm ready to marry well, not get married, but just get the benefits of a marriage. I have unrealistic expectations at this point. Bill Duke is don't you talk about my Bill Duke, KB. I love Bill Duke. And he was called ugly all his life. He even has an interview where he was talking about, coming up and being called ugly, being, people talk about his dark skin. But I love me some Bill Duke. I would have made an exception for Bill Duke. I ain't even gonna lie, because he's talented as an act. I loved him in Predator. He was like, I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. But yeah, Bill Duke, he's the type of dude, he don't need no gun, he don't need no weapon. All you gotta do, he just gotta stare at you and you gonna back up and be like, okay, all right, you win. He just got that look that his eyes will kill you. But yeah, I would have made an exception for some Bill Duke. Remember he was in Menace to Society talking about, you done fucked up, right? You done fucked up. I would have been rubbing my hands all over that dark black head. I'd be like, you need some more lotion, Bill. Earl said at least Michael knew he was black and ugly. What, Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson was never ugly, except for when he did all that plastic surgery to his face. No, who tends to be ugly? How about this? Um, DJs. Not the kind in the club, but radio disc jockeys. You notice a lot of them are ugly. And it makes sense because a lot of times you can't see them. They're behind the scenes. Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman. God damn, he's hit up in the face. Woo! Dennis Rodman, like when he's dead and you see him in a coffin, like that shit's gonna have to be a closed coffin because people just gonna be like, ugh. Lila said I fuck with Dennis Rodman. Remember, he would really be ugly when he cried. Dennis Rodman, that was the most crying motherfucker I've ever seen. He will cry at the drop of a hat. Hey, the thought of it. I haven't serenade y'all like in a minute. Somebody give me a song that I could sing. You know I gotta serenade y'all every now and then. Mickey said I have a sneaky suspicion he smells heavenly though. Who we talking about? Wasn't yeah, Madonna's a Leo. Notice she had that like a virgin video. That video has Leo all over it. Like a virgin. Hey, touch for the very first time. Like a virgin. With your heartbeat. Knowing good and well she couldn't relate to that shit like a virgin. Bitch, please. You haven't been a virgin since you was 10. Oh, I love Love by Keisha Cole. Even though Keisha Cole, she can't really sing that great. I could sing better than Keisha Cole. I love that song, Love, but damn, it sounded like somebody was choking the notes out of her. Love, never knew what I was missing. She was like, I found. She made my dad ban my MTV. I used to think that I wasn't fine enough. Sarah said I'd be great. I always wanted to do karaoke, but never had the courage to do it. I guess I need to throw back a few drinks first. Denzel can get it, but Forrest Whitaker goes first. What? What? Wait a minute. Are you saying Forrest could get it? I promise. I'm getting off in 15 minutes. Oh, so isn't she dating someone that's much younger than her? Or am I getting them confused? Rendezvous said Forrest looks like he has a semi-hard one, don't he? He sure enough does. All you gotta do is look at it too hard. That shit go limp. It's shy. Some men be having some shy ones. So Forrest's brother looks just like him, just no lazy eye. Damn. Amy Winehouse was cute when she was sober. But that eyeliner wasn't cute. I don't know who told her to do her eyeliner like that, but that shit was not cute. Forrest don't look circumcised. Forrest look like his shit is crusty. I'm sorry. Look like he got a little crust around the head. You be like putting some Vaseline on that shit. Amy had fucked up hair though. Was that even all her hair? I don't even think that was all her hair. Now she looked like she stunk, but I guess it was all the drugs that was doing it. Ew, Sammy J said crust brings in the flavor though. Yeah. Ew. You put your mouth on that. It's like you drinking one of them margaritas with the salt around the rim. You crunching on shit. had like superficial cuts in your mouth after you done. You like, goddamn. Earl said, "Come on now, Amy was no ordinary chick. I wouldn't be surprised if her father was molesting her as a young girl. Because wasn't her father her manager? A lot of times when you got situations like that, the artist is all on drugs, all hopped up. Like I think Miley Cyrus was this. I think the whole Miley Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus. I think they had that situation too. Yes, Lilith. I would have got. Well, I'll get with Bill Duke now. I'll be like, you could be my sugar daddy. I'll be like, I got your bottle of beer. Lilith got to throw a face. Look, I told you there are some exceptions that I would make, and he is one of them exceptions. I don't care how red the whites of his eyes look. Right? Looks like he plays no game with, right? Bill Longstrunk Duke, right? See, Bill Duke is the type that you'll have fun with in bed and outside of bed because he's very intellectual too. Until he cheats on me, and then I'm all like, "You ugly motherfucker." But that's one of the benefits of dating an ugly person because when they start to show their ass, you could pull that ugly card all day and be like, you know what? I did your ugly ass a favor. But what really hurts is when an ugly person cheats on you because when they get with you, they get a little confident. Next, they want to start cheating. Bushwick Bill. Nah. Sandra said, ugly dudes get mean. Hey, Quentin. Oh, thanks for joining the Facebook. Hopefully you'll like it. It's like a lot of information in there. You'll learn a lot. Al Sharpton, yeah. Especially now that he lost all that weight. Lil said ugly men can't handle attention. They will fuck anything. Ugly men, okay, let's see. I can get with a not attractive person, but they're a nice dresser. Okay. Mickey said, oh my God, that happened to me. And he had me question myself never again. Wait a minute, what happened to you? Oh, the ugly guy cheated on you? You got cheated on by an ugly guy? And he cheated with an uglier chick. Damn. Oh my God, if y'all want to see something funny, this was from back in the day. Y'all remember the Sims game? Put this in YouTube, Ugly Girl Sims. That is a funny ass video. Watch that when you get a chance. It goes like, for an ugly girl. Basically, it's about a song about this guy. He breaks up with his girlfriend for an ugly girl. She's like, ha ha ha, and now the joke's on me. Mm-mm. She's so nice that it makes up for her face. Oh yeah, that was my shit. Do you have to leave the lights on? Yeah, look that up. That shit is hilarious. Oh, I've dated some short guys in my day, especially when I was in high school. When I was in high school, yeah, I'm only 5'2", y'all. And I dated a guy in high school that was 5'2". But that was the only thing short about him. Hello. Oh, those short guys, a lot of times, what's in their pants be making up for the lack of height. You don't be sleeping on those short guys. Oh my God. Are you 5'2" too, Rendezvous? Yep, I dated a couple of guys that were exactly my height. Yup, everybody's taller than me. Coco Lock says sometimes the ugly banana makes the best poke. Now the short guys I got, well, the one short guy, the other short guy was kind of ugly, but this one short guy, he was cute and he had a nice body, and he was, he knew what to do with it. Earl said, "I never ever dated an ugly chick. Slept with, yeah. Oh yeah, men will be sleeping with those ugly chicks, but they'll just keep it on the low." I'm done. Tawa said, "I dated a guy that was 6'1" and his pee was like a regular tampon." Lord, oh my God. Now that's something I don't even know if I could contain myself. And I would have to say something like, did something happen? Did you get in an accident? Lil said, "I tried dating a short guy and he tried climbing up on me and I busted out laughing." Damn. His legs was up near your, his feet was near your knees, probably. Siobhan said, "My little midget Mac was popping. We used to go to Asian rape." Was he a literal midget? Was he a literal midget? Mill said, "My ex is so dry and ugly. I'm like, why did I love that?" Well, it's not one sign in particular. It depends on, what's in the chart and stuff about what sign typically have big D's. Some women say a lot of Scorpio men have. Some I've heard women say a lot of Capricorns. Taurus can be kind of lacking though. Taurus can be a little I heard the same thing about Shaq. All that height and nothing to go with it. Can you imagine? But he don't act like he's packing. Honestly, a lot of times you could tell that a man is packing just by the way he acts. Siobhan said he was almost legally a midget by a couple of inches. He had a huge peen. Damn. Well, those midgets, everything be huge on them. They be having the big booties, big boobs for the female. So I wouldn't be surprised if the midget men had a big dick. Like they probably are packing. Shit, maybe I should expand my reach to the midge. But I can't deal with their big heads though. And you know me, I'll talk shit about anybody except for somebody that got like Down syndrome or something. So I'll talk shit about a midget too. Them motherfuckers be having a big ass head. I couldn't get past that. Phyllis said midget men dick look big because their whole body is small. Jay-Z has a Coke bottle. So you mean it's thin in the middle and then fat on each end? I couldn't deal with those little hands either. Can you imagine that little hand grabbing your ass? I couldn't do it. They be having them fat little hands, and you be like, imagine holding hands. I'm mean. Lil says some midget girl in my school got into a fight and headbutted someone. God damn, I guess I use my head too. Well, some tourists could be lacking in terms of size. Them chubby little hands trying to get you off. I'm like, I ain't right, man. But I couldn't get with a too tall guy either. The tallest guy I dated, and he was a Pisces. He was 6'6", and that was too tall. And a guy's too tall when he walks and his neck is like leaning forward. That's how you know a dude's too tall. Like, what's the tallest for y'all? Like, what's the limit? I love a tall man, but 6'6" is way too tall for me. I would say the cap for me would be 6'4", and that's kind of tall. Like 6'2", that's the perfect height, in my opinion. But if you 5'11", that's nice too. A lot of 5'11" dudes, they're just going to add on that extra inch and say they're 6 foot. I probably would too if I was a dude. I'd probably lie about that inch. So, Cherry, you had a 6'3" Jamaican? Nice. I messed with one Jamaican before. I called him Jamaican Mikey. When I tell you, Lord, he put it down. He took me to Montego Bay, and I'm not talking about the actual location. I'm just like, oh my God. Damn, Siobhan, you dated a 7'3" dude? What was he like below the waist? Was it a regular size or was it extra big? Yeah, I'm 5'2", so imagine me dealing with a 6'6" dude. He was the type of dude that had to, duck his head when he came through the doorway. Like, if you got to do that, you're too tall. Connect said my tallest I dated was 6'8". Damn. And then these dudes be like, what are they wearing? Size 15 shoes? His mom was 6'6". Damn. Jam and Barry said them Caribbeans be stroking. They do. Yes, I do readings. Here's my website because I'm about to get off anyway. I got 4 minutes because I got to make some dinner. So you're my height, Adriana. Yeah. So prom date was 6'4" and you're 4'11". Jeez. Neil Mamba said Jamaican men. Yeah. So you don't like Jamaican men? There was this Jamaican dude that I knew when I was a teenager. He lived around the way, and we nicknamed him Six because he had six fingers instead of five on one hand. So we nicknamed him Six. And I think that's not uncommon in Jamaica for or like the Caribbean period for like an extra digit on the hand or the extra toe. I think don't Oprah got an extra toe? Not saying she's from the Caribbean, but I think Oprah got 6 toes on each foot, don't she? Hey, Cabrina. Y'all never saw Google Oprah's feet. I swear to you, Oprah got 6 toes on each foot. Yeah, the dude that I used to know, well, look, it wasn't full 6 fingers. He had a little baby finger, and it was just hanging out the side. But yeah, he had 6 fingers, but one was like a little baby finger. And Oprah got 6 toes. I don't know if it's on each of her feet, but I know at least one foot got 6 toes on it. I think that's a sign of inbreeding or whatever. The jam and berry said Oprah repulses me anyway. Well, she really would if she put her foot on you. Millionaire said Oprah's feet are nasty. Sandra said I dated 5'5", size 8 shoes. He was 8 inches. Hey. Adrian said her ex-husband wore a size 14 shoe. Those are big boats. Coco Lock said cancers are sweet. Ew. Lilith said I knew somebody that had 4 nipples. Ugh. Were they part animal? Cherry Love said Oprah does black magic. Mel Mama said, can somebody tell me why Libra and Taurus women are so musty and they're supposed to what? I never musty. And they're supposed to be ruled by Venus, so beauty means not washing your ass, or do they not like water? What? I've never known a Libra or a Taurus woman to be, but I can see what you mean about some Taurus women because they're that earth sign. They're earthy. But Libra smelling musty? Yeah, I should do a video on Oprah. You saying she might sue me? Nah, she'll probably invite me over to dinner and be like, "Oh, girl, tell me more." I would be in Oprah's back pocket. I'd be like, Oprah, look, this is what you need to do. I'm like, you trying to get back up on top in the media game? Just come out the closet, you and Gail, and y'all have a marriage ceremony that's publicized. And I was like, then your ratings gonna shoot up through the roof again. I'm like, it's time to just throw Stedman away. I'm like, nobody's buying that shit no more. But if y'all want to see some funny shit, y'all remember Mad TV? Oh my God, watch some of those Mad TV clips with Deborah Wilson playing Oprah. Some of the funniest shit you'll ever see. Wait a minute, Wendy Williams has 6 fingers? She's another one? Wow. See, now I don't even feel like cooking dinner. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to force myself. But yeah, Oprah just needs to come out the closet already. Cause I mean, come on now, she ain't fooling nobody, right? Gail's hairstyle gets tired. What's up with that? Have y'all noticed that there's certain women that will just keep the same hairstyle for years? Know who's like that? That damn Susan Taylor of Essence magazine. Some of y'all may not know who Susan Taylor is, but if you grew up reading Essence magazine, you know who Susan Taylor is with them cornrows, and now her forehead look like a fucking A-head because them damn she don't have no more edges left because that's the only hairstyle she's been wearing for the past 50 years. Those cornrows straight to the back, and she got the micro cornrows. Yes, no edges Taylor. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, and some women don't care. Like they'll just keep on putting those braids in, even though they don't have no edges left. They probably just have to glue those braids in at this point. Rendezvous said them braids, she bald headed. Yeah, Anna Wintour is the same way with the same hair. Yup, she is not letting those braids go. But Stevie Wonder was doing the same thing with those braids. Remember? He started getting more and more forehead. I'm like, Stevie, let the braids go. Okay, so Rendezvous. Okay, we on the same page, Rendezvous. Yes, hanging in there like Stevie Wonder. Stevie with his braids. Come on, Stevie. Stop. God rest her soul. Coretta Scott King wore that same. She sure did. She had that presidential hairdo. I don't care what the hell Oprah said. Oprah is as lesbian as they come. Oprah probably hasn't seen a penis since she was 14. That's kind of mean, but Indigo says Stevie has multiple hairstyles in one. Rendezvous, I heard about that rumor. I saw a video where they were saying Stevie really isn't blind. I don't believe that. I believe he is blind. Who else be keeping that same hairstyle? Be looking all tired and stale. Y'all, I remember I was watching. I remember my sister sent me a link to one of Stevie Wonder's videos. It was Ribbon in the Sky, right? And she was like, yo, she was like, Stevie Wonder got a badunkadunk. And I didn't even realize it. Yo, Stevie Wonder got a big ass booty. If you don't believe me, just watch that Ribbon in the Sky video. And they're towards the end, they have this shot of him where he's like standing and looking out of a window. And he got some straight up cakes. And I was like, damn, Stevie is thick below the waist. He got a badunkadunk. But Stevie, he's the type that you really don't want to invite to a party because he gonna make you feel guilty about everything you do. Remember, he came out with that song "Don't Drive Drunk" and shit. Like he will always have some serious message in his song. Like he said, yo, he's had an asshole. Yes, he was. Oh, yes, he was. He was looking out a window. So maybe he really ain't blind. And then every now and then he'll take those glasses off. You be like, Stevie, put those glasses back on. Because we don't want to see your eye just moving everywhere. Blind people can get it too. Shit. So yeah, you be seeing some of them blind people, they have a lot of confidence and they like, I'm not wearing no glasses, fucking their eye, one eye be this way, one eye be that way. You be like, put some glasses on, please. Let me stop talking shit about blind people because I had this fear. I had this deep seated fear of going blind one day. And I do wear glasses. Right, Lilith? I heard the same thing about Stevie not being blind. That's right, equal opportunity jobs. Right. But would y'all rather be blind or deaf? Which one would you want? You have to pick one. Blind or deaf? That's a hard one, man. Because I love music so much, but I like to see things. Okay, I'm gonna say that I'd rather be blind than deaf. Sarah said you gonna fuck yourself. I know. I'd rather be blind than deaf because I need my music. I would just be like Stevie Wonder, just rocking back and forth, clapping my hands, like, yeah. I need my ears. I need music. Like that would be the determining factor. Like, oh, I can't listen to music no more. Okay, you can take my eyes. Usually, Quiet Scorpio said my vision is A12. Earl says sound is beautiful, folks is ugly. Sarah said I'd rather be blind. Give me music. Rendezvous said I could wear a hearing aid. Tawa said deaf. I need to drive. That's another thing. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm confused. I'm like, if you're blind, yeah. So I said deaf. No, I said I'd rather be blind, which means I won't be driving. But you know what? I get sick of driving anyway. That would just give me an excuse to have a driver. Stevie Wonder was made to replace Ray Charles. I don't think neither were blind, Manuel said. Soul said hearing aid. Rendezvous said I need to see. Bill said Whoopi need her hair done. And she needs some goddamn eyebrows after all these years. Like, come on now. Actually, she can rock that whole no eyebrow stuff. She's a Scorpio, but I know she got some Aquarius energy. I mean, yeah, it's her moon in Aquarius, something. Or maybe she's an Aquarius rising. Yeah, Ray Charles was something else. And when somebody's blind or deaf, a lot of times you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's like they were already dealt a bad hand in life. So when they turn out to be blind or deaf and they're an asshole at the same time, beating women, cheating on them, you like, wait a minute, this don't compute. Like you ain't supposed to be like this. You're blind. You're supposed to be a good person. But no, it don't work out that way. You could be just as much of an asshole with some disability. Whoopi and Manny Fresh are twins. I'm done. Manny Fresh was always my favorite. He had that funny ass look. So Rendezvous said he had the gift to pick pretty girls by touching their hands. Wow. All right, let me go. But let me see, because I made a little list to see if let me see if I missed anything. Because I really gotta cook dinner. And tonight I will be doing part 2 of the reading with Stefan. So I know some of y'all have been waiting on that. So that's going to be real juicy, of course. And I'm looking forward to hearing if there's any updates with Mad Dog. Mad Dog was something else. But before I go, let me just read off some celebrities, Leo celebrities, and y'all could throw out some Leo celebrities as well. First one on the list, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. Then we have Barack Obama, straight up Leo. Jason Momoa, that's Lisa Bonet's husband. Arnold Schwarzenegger, very Leo in the fact that he was just very masculine. But not just that, you know, he's an actor, but also became this politician. He became the governor of California, so that's very Leo. Like, I can't just be an actor; I got to be a leader in some way. Oh, thank you, Sparkle. Charlize Theron. What about that bitch? Changing her. Isn't that the one that changed her son? Like, she's trying to transgender her son, make him a female. I need to pull her chart. Wait a minute. What's her? So she's a 7. She's a Leo, born on the 7th. So she might not be all there in the head anyway. But she ain't shit for that. All right. Jennifer Lopez. First of all, I don't care if your child is saying, like, if you got a boy and he's saying, Mommy, I'm a girl. I'm like, just wait till the kid grows up so that they can make up, you know, they can make that decision on their own. I am so against changing a child's gender just because the child wants to put on a little dress or something. I'm like, stop. It's like you're determining that child's life before they even really get a chance to know who they really are. I'm just, don't get me started on that. But anyway, Jennifer Lopez, somebody mentioned that. Cara Delevingne, yes. Leo, even though I think that's a transgender. That's a, you ask me, that's a male to female transgender. That Clara Delevingne, whatever the name is. Mick Jagger, Leo, makes sense. Sandra Bullock, that's another male to female transgender, if you ask me. Some people might have a problem with what I'm saying, but I do believe that's a transgender, and I might do. Who was it that wanted me? I think it was Justin that wanted me to do a trans investigation series. I don't think I will, but Sandra is one of those ones, if you ask me, that is male to female trans. Hulk Hogan, yes. Wesley Snipes, yes. Mila Kunis, with her sneaky looking ass. Terry Crews is a Leo. Kobe Bryant, Halle Berry, of course, we talked about her. Robert De Niro, Magic Johnson, Patrick Swayze, that was my man. Rest in peace, Patrick. Um, anybody see that movie Roadhouse? I love Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze and Sam Elliott is in it too, and they're both Leos. And Sam Elliott is so sexy to me. That is one sexy old ass white man. Um, Jack Johnson was a Leo. Okay, Sandra Bernhardt, Whitney Houston, Lawrence Fishburne, Bill Clinton. Yes, Roadhouse is good. All right, let's see what else y'all got to say. So, any parting thoughts on Leo, all that? Earl said the whole of Hollywood is female to male, male to female. Yeah, there's a lot more than we even realize, y'all. Dealt with a Leo who was 6'7". Can we say cucumber challenge? Woo! Well, it better with him being a 6'7". That's pretty sad when you're tall, like how Shaq is all tall, and he's like real small beneath the waist. But yeah, Bill Clinton. I don't know if y'all ever heard about how horny Bill Clinton is. Y'all already know about the Monica Lewinsky, but that was nothing compared to what I heard Bill Clinton, how hypersexual Bill Clinton is. And a lot of Leos can be hypersexual, of course. So you got some of these celebrities on this list, like Kobe Bryant. He got caught out there because of his hypersexuality. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, I heard back when he was a governor of Arkansas, he would just have his drivers take him to his various girlfriends' houses, and he would have sex real quick, get back in the car. But yeah, I heard that he was a big time whore. Barack is another one. I heard Barack was hypersexual, but not in the way you think he is. Him and Rahm Emanuel used to hit up those gay bathhouses back in Chicago. I don't know if anybody know about that. Yeah, Madonna is a Leo. Makes sense because she's all hypersexual and extra dramatic. I wouldn't be surprised if Hillary's a lesbian. Makes a lot of sense. I didn't know about this relationship she had with Huma. Interesting. Barack just got that natural Leo swag. That's why a lot of people just took to him like a fish to water. And you know, Leos just have that sunny personality. Oh, trust me, go Google Rahm Emanuel, Barack Obama, gay bathhouses in Chicago. Also Google Larry Sinclair and Barack Obama. Larry Sinclair is a gay male that came out during Barack Obama's presidential campaign, and he said that he used to date, well, not date Barack, but they were like he used to do sexual favors for Barack, and he used to get cocaine for Barack. Or no, or did Obama give him cocaine one day? Anyway, back in the day, I think this was in the 80s, supposedly, allegedly, Larry Sinclair was doing gay favors for Barack Obama, and they would be sharing cocaine and stuff together. Juan says, I know all about Obama and Rahm Emanuel in the Chicago gay bath clubs. It's true. Yeah, Larry Sinclair. See, I'm not making this shit up. See, you don't see Obama being a cokehead or fucking boys or fucking men because you have bought that whole Leo image. Like you fell for it. But make no mistake, see, and a lot of us, you know, we get hung up on the gay stereotypes. There are plenty of gay men who you would never suspect of being gay because they don't act effeminate. There's a lot of very masculine acting men who are gay. Just look at the NFL, look at the NBA. You got a lot of gay athletes. And but you would never know it because they're very masculine. Not all gay men are feminine. Shit, I had this I have Tumblr. So I would follow a couple of gay blogs. So I know what I'm talking about. There are a lot of very masculine gay men out there. You'd be surprised. And I'm talking about these are some of the best looking men. I'd be like, oh my God, us women, we are like, there's so many fine ass gay masculine men. You don't believe, you will not believe it unless you see it yourself. And they saving all that good sexiness for each other. And I'm like, damn, we're missing out, y'all. My Tumblr name is Sun Square Saturn. I don't really post on there though. I should start posting more, but I don't really. But I think I will start. But I'm not really good with social media. I get really overwhelmed quick. Manuel said most thugs that are in and out of jail are man fans. Mickey said I got really embarrassed hitting on a masculine gay dude. Fine. Looking like sculptures, gay as fuck. Yeah. That's how so many of them can be on the down low, and a lot of women have no idea. It's because they're very masculine. Lil said there's a lot of bisexual men out there, but won't come out because women would stop fucking them. Yeah, and a lot of these men, they just want to have their cake and eat it too. A lot of these men are truly bisexual. They want women and men. That's what a lot of them are. A lot of these fine ass dudes, yup, they prefer the D over the P. No, I'm not on Quora. I wouldn't be surprised about Vin Diesel either. Javon said, I don't think it's the women as much as men don't want their families to know. That's pretty true. Yeah, this is audio only. Like I was saying, I didn't feel like getting all dialed up and all that. No, I'm not on Reddit. I'm on Twitter. Just look up Rabina. I don't ever post on Twitter though. I hate Twitter with a passion. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, and I think and Facebook, that's it. And I'm on Google Plus, but nobody gets on that, I don't think. But you got to think again, society for the most part still, you know, doesn't fully accept the whole homosexual lifestyle. So that's why a lot of these men feel like they got to hide and not be true to themselves. Oh, just look up Rabina and you'll find me on Instagram. They say whose booty is in my boot. What? You think Tip is gay? Just put in Rabina. Oh, my Tumblr is Sun Square Saturn. But here's my website in case anybody would like to purchase a reading. But I gotta get ready and go and cook this dinner before this chicken just decides to go bad. Because I already put it off one day and I don't have no choice but to make the chicken. You didn't come in too late, Sarah. Jam and Berries, you don't know what Tumblr is? Tumblr's the shit. That's one of my favorite social media sites. Okay, Rendezvous. Definitely hit me up for a read. And thank you. I will enjoy my dinner. I'm looking forward to it. And I got some Barks root beer. Woo! They had a sale at my local supermarket today. 3 12 packs of Barks root beer. I got them for $2.89 each. Yes. And that's good for when my daughter's boyfriend comes over because I got him into the Barks root beer. He's a Sagittarius like me. So when he comes over, a lot of times he takes one of my root beers. I don't mind because I like them. But yeah, so I got 3 12 packs of root beer, $2.89 each. You can't beat that. I love root beer by itself. So Jam and Berry said root beer is nasty by itself, but I love it with ice cream. Isn't that a deal, Mickey? I couldn't resist. But I'm like, food shopping is so expensive. Even if you go for just a few items, you're not getting out of the store without spending $50, it seems. Siobhan said, my North Node and Leo in the eighth, my godfather was a gay cross dresser. Wow, how did you find that out? Is caffeine in Barks? Do they have caffeine in Barks, Sarah? Is that why I love it so much? I love, first of all, I love caffeine. I don't care what nobody, people be acting like caffeine is bad. I love caffeine. I love coffee. I love cola that has caffeine in it. And caffeine doesn't really make me all jittery like it does some people. I'm already like amped. I already kind of have like ADHD. So the caffeine doesn't really bother me like that. And it doesn't keep me up, but it will wake me up in the morning. So Rendezvous said every drink that's good has caffeine in it. Oh, there's caffeine in Barks. Hey, no wonder why it keep me up like that. Hey, I like me some caffeine now. Yes, I'm a caffeine fiend. I don't know nothing about no decaffeinated coffee. I'm like, why do they even make that? Sandra said, I just like the soda, period. So Barks is the only root beer with caffeine. How come I didn't know that? See, I'm just not one of those. I can't stand people that be all like I'll never be all food conscious like some people are. Oh, you can't drink caffeine. And then some people are so anti-sugar. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. Sugar is like if we didn't have sugar, life would be so freaking boring. But there's some people, I don't know sugar, no salt, no this, no that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I gotta live my life. I gotta have some type of pleasure in life. And I'm not even a big sugar freak like that because I'm not big on sweets and desserts. But I'm like, sugar is necessary. You could even call it a necessary evil. Lila says sugar is the soul of food. I would include salt too. Salt and sugar. That's like puts the soul in food. It wakes food up. Come on, who really likes drinking that unsweetened iced tea? If you do, you're kidding yourself. Same with people just drinking straight up black coffee. Come on now. Yes, sugar, salt, and butter, that combination. Like when your mom would be making a cake or some cookies, and then she would have the butter and that sugar, even when she added the eggs. Remember how that combination tasted?
Oh my god, that is a good combination. They need to make an ice cream that has that flavor. Eggs, sugar, butter. Y'all know what I'm talking about? When your mom would be making something and then you would lick that the combination of the eggs, the white sugar and the butter. Hell yeah. We're too carefree. Sarah said, I love unsweetened tea. Oh my God, Sarah, we need to talk. I don't see how you drink it. But yes, because I'm a Sag, I'm not the type where I'm all going to be uptight about what I eat, what I drink, all that type of stuff. There are some things that I don't fuck with. Like, I'll say this when it comes to oils that I cook with, I do have high standards, so I only use like olive oil, grapeseed oil, sometimes peanut oil. But now I'm learning that peanut oil ain't that great for you. So here I am talking about I don't get all hung up on food, but some things I do get hung up on. Like I don't use margarine, always pure butter, because margarine is not good for you. Um, and I don't use vegetable oil. It has to be either olive oil, grapeseed oil, or peanut oil or coconut oil. Manuel, I'm the same way. I can't have coffee without the sweet creamers. So I get that International Delight, the caramel macchiato, but by putting that in there, I don't have to add sugar. So with my coffee, because it already has sugar in that creamer, I don't need to add sugar on top of the creamer. All I need is some flavored creamer and some coffee, and I'm all good. I actually like coffee to have a still little bitter taste. Yeah. Did you know if you put margarine outside, flies will avoid it? Flies won't even like put some butter outside and right next to it put margarine. The flies won't touch the margarine. That should tell you something about margarine. Well, you know what? Them damn chemicals taste good. That's what I mean. So, Sandra, you're not going to be able to convince me to stop drinking my international creamer because it worked for me. I don't care about the chemicals in that case. But when it comes to cooking oil, yeah, I'm not going to be using canola oil or, that vegetable oil, all that type of stuff. No, Sarah, you can fry with olive oil. You got to get the light tasting olive oil. You just can't use that extra virgin. The extra virgin olive oil, that's for cold stuff, like putting it on salads and stuff. But yeah. Look at you, Sandra. Want to be all classy. I use half and half and real sugar. So let me stop. But no, sometimes I don't mind half and half. But like I said, with my creamer, I don't have to add sugar because it's already sweetened. So that takes care of that. I know I need to do the 80s one. I missed it for cancer season, but I will. But honestly, I gotta go. I gotta make this dinner. But it was real fun, y'all. I don't even know how long I've been live. Let me see what Google Hangout. And unfortunately, Google Hangouts is going to be going on August 1st because this is really convenient doing a live without showing my face. Because again, I'm very much about looking presentable. So I'm not going to go live if I'm looking all beat up in the face. I mean, I'm not looking really beat up, but I'm looking real plain Jane right now. But that's how I be looking when I go out to the store. I don't put on makeup and stuff. Thank you so much. So yeah, let me get started on my dinner. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Stay tuned for part 2 with Stefan's reading because it's going to be juicy. And I will be back. I'll probably be doing another live stream in the next week or so. So enjoy y'all Leo season. This was real fun. And I will see y'all soon. Let me close out of the Google.